Alright, now I'm annoyed that I actually, like, lost faith and didn't just, like, try that in the first place. I always think that it's OBS's fault. Okay. Hello. Yes. Yeah. Do. All right. Yes. And hee hee. Fabulous. So, I was going to go out today, but I was finding myself, I mean, there were sleep things, but I did find myself feeling really not up for in-person socializing today, which I think is makes perfect sense with what's been going on with me recently, and yesterday, if you happen to have been around, although I don't know that there were that many people there when this was actively happening, but I had a number. So okay, I'll back up even more. So I had this big personal breakthrough like a week ago. I'm talking like neurodivergent stuff, ADHD stuff, and the effect of it has been kind of rolling for me for a bit. And among them, just like basically an ADHD management thing clicked into place for me, a big one. And I had no idea, it was a new one in my life, right? So I had no idea how big it actually was until it was removed and it was like no longer weighing on me actively. And once that happened, I started like suddenly like lots of things started coming into clarity for me, perspective. And even last night I was like, just on stream, just like vaguely pulling apart some of the things that I had been, that like some of the clarity that it let me in on. Having background weights removed when you have ADHD is often like more important. It's like more of a barrier to getting things done, to being able to see or understand the things that you're trying to figure out about yourself or about like how to do things. It's often more that stuff than it is than it actually is like figuring out how to do the thing, right? Like brute forcing things with ADHD just doesn't really work very well. But like, oh gosh, I'm trying to find my guide. There it is, the gamer. Okay. 6:24 night. Okay. All right. So yeah. So let's back up. The thing that happened was had to do with object permanence, and my God, somebody sent me recently a thing about object permanence and grief, which I was like, oh shit, this explains so much. And okay, like this is gonna end up happening again today, I think, which is grand, where I'm gonna realize a whole bunch of stuff about my family wedding that I'm going to, and how all this stuff like fits in. You guys are gonna be witness to like me figuring out a whole bunch of stuff. I think that like, oh man, it's grand. All right, let's see what's going on here. So I went to Mementos. Let's see. Ha. Let's see. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Thank you so much. Listen,
So yeah, let me make sure that I got this. So I am feeling really proud of myself because I have clearly gotten the lesson that I need to when I hear that something is not working for a reason of my neurodivergence. Like I feel like I usually I call it my turning radius where it usually takes me a minute to be able to get my head around like switching gears. But I feel really proud of myself because I've switched gears really quickly. I had made plans for today that I really, really wanted to keep, but because of sort of where I landed yesterday and a number of other things, I'm really, 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 really pleased that I realized that like that's not the thing that I should be doing right now. That I shouldn't be muddling the stuff that I've been figuring out about my brain and my, like basically the kinds of things that'll allow me to create a like sustainable like new life for myself. So I mean, as most of you guys probably know, I do have a I have been changing my whole life over the past like year or two, 2 years, let's say. Like every aspect of my life, my career, personal life, queer identity. I that was also very, very close to when I got diagnosed with ADHD and started getting like properly medicated. Cats, 2-year-old kitties will do that. So gosh, yes, two plus years ish, but 2-ish years. Let's see. So let's see. Okay, yeah. So basically, I realized that there are because I've changed so much of my life, and it's basically been like the kinds of changes that like, and I really do wonder how other people, or how like how neurotypical people process this kind of thing. But I I do find that like the kinds of changes that I've made in my life, it takes a long time to figure out how to do the change, right? Like the whole thing with ADHD is you have to like break every single thing down into smaller and smaller and smaller pieces to figure out like exactly like executive dysfunction is all about like being able to figure out what your like um yeah, so like gosh, how would I say this? Okay, so like, like the whole thing when you're like learning how to like how to deal with like executive dysfunction. I was actually just talking about like the motivation planks, which is a thing that I just learned about, which is basically like so. This is, oh man, I'm definitely like topic to topic jumping, which is okay. But basically, when there's something that you want to achieve, and you picture yourself like on one side of a cliff, and you picture the thing that you want to do on the other side of the cliff, then the motivation bridge is like the way that you actually get from A to B. So when people are struggling with motivation, like this is a way to visualize like, okay, you need to build this bridge. So you picture like the different planks that you have. So I mean, something that a lot of people do. So accountability, for example. accountability will add planks where it's like, one of the planks can be like, well, I told someone that I would do it. And like 3 of the planks can be, I told these 3 people that I would do it, right? And then, there are other planks of like, people will be proud of me, or I'll be proud of myself, or the thing about like a motivation bridge is it can have gaps, right? Like you can jump over gaps. The smaller the gaps, the easier they are to jump over. And that jumping over those gaps is sort of what people call like, willpower and stuff. That's sort of like when you use mental energy. So I've always called them beans. But recently I've been like, why don't I call them mana? Because like, it's such a good metaphor. Oh my God! Oh my God, it's an O grade!
Alright, y'all.
Guys!
Joyce from Joyce Rainbow
And
Arts was writing about you, so I wanted to pop by and
Okay,
say
so here's-
hello. Joyce is a magnificent bean. I love
Oh my God! Okay, so I was just like, as I was like getting ready to stream, I was like in Oak's chat chatting about the motivation bridge, which is what I'm talking about right now. Oak, thank you so much for...
How about that? So we're gonna panic in 3, 2, 1.
Hey! Sorry, I always love the clip so much. I have a really like bad / good / amazing habit of getting like super into the clips, so I'll just like SO people on my own channel just to watch the clips, because I love everyone's clips so much. But oh my God, thank you so much for reading. Okay, how was your stream? I was hanging out for a little bit, and I was talking about the motivation bridge, and I should start over my talk about the motivation bridge because we were talking about it, and you seemed really interested. But hey, welcome everybody. Hi, I'm Yusili Saf. I'm celebrating my 6-month stream anniversary. I am a variety streamer. I'm a cosplayer. I am neurodiverse, queer, POC. I like to talk about all of those things. I like to talk about media. I like to just sort of build up a very neat, like cool, supportive community of people who very often don't have... Oh my God! Oh my God, wait a second. Oh, thank you so much, Panic. Wait, where are my alerts? Alerts! Alerts, go! Alerts! Alerts? Alerts! Do your alerting! Hey, 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 cats? Oh, also cats. There's 3 cats, the Triforce of Kittens. I am a queen of chaos. Actually, I usually say that I'm the prince of chaos. I'm not sure why. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, okay, I should probably explain the golden apples as well. Wait, but I'm very mad that there's not like all these great alerts happening. Hang on. Let me just super figure out if there's any good, easy reason why that doesn't distract me way too much, because that would suck. But no, okay, so it seems like there's a hype train close, which means that I would do a giveaway right now. So I'm doing this whole thing this month where I am aw, thank you so much for the cheer. Okay, now I'm really mad because I have such great new alerts and stuff set up. Oh gosh, why? Alert box, why would you do this to me when I'm like so happy about it? Aw. Oh gosh. Oh my God. Yay! Oh my God, thank you guys so much. Oh my God, and we made it to the next island. If you guys want to stick around, we could do the Sapphic Odyssey. Like, I've sort of just been waiting for the right moment to do the Sapphic Odyssey, but it looks like we just got to Circe, and I can tell you guys all about it. Okay, so the Sapphic Odyssey. Alright, so my whole handle, Yusili Saf. People call me Saf. It's a play on the term on the phrase useless sapphic. It's sort of a like lesbian in joke about the fact that we ladies who like ladies, and this is not exclusive to people who exclusively like ladies, but ladies who like ladies are extremely terrible at making moves or closing the deal or like interpreting flirting or like properly or whatever. So it's like this whole thing about how like we never we just never like oh gosh. Like, like if someone's flirting with us, we like can't tell. Oh man. So like the sapphic eyebrow notch, it's like a thing, I think which has gotten popularized on Twitch. Sorry, not on Twitch. Has gotten popularized. Yes! Okay, that was awesome. I forget which redeem that even is, because it's... Yay! Okay, holy shit. Oh, it's the rave! Okay, alright guys, we're raving. This is awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so, Dead Hassa. Dead Hassa. So, alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quickly explain, because people are chilling. I'm going to quickly explain what the Sapphic Odyssey actually is, so that you know what... Thank you so much for doing the gift sub, Panic. That's real sweet. Oh God, yeah, no, exactly. So that's the whole joke about use of suffix. Yay. Okay, thank you so much, Oak. I super appreciate it, and I love your lurks, and I love you, and you're my senpai, and I love you. Can we do one more? I want to do one more. I get to do what I want. Okay, it's my stream. I want to do one more. Hold on. I can do what I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Alright, okay, cool. Grand. Oh my god! Ben! Ben, thank you so much! Holy cow! I need to update the next golden apple thing, because the next one is Scylla and Charybdis, you guys! I know! That clearly looked old, but that's hilarious. Oh my god. Also, yeah, okay, alright, so giveaways. Oh gosh, there's so much to fill you all in on. But I'm still so mad because I have such good alerts right now. I'm so happy about them. You know what? I'm just gonna do the thing where you, like, can send the alert just so you can see it, even though it's, like, just gonna have my name, which is dumb. But, yeah. Here, this is what the raid was supposed to look like. Did it work? Shit. Did it work? What the fuck? Did it not work? Now I'm just confused. Well, fine. Okay, well, whatever. It's not important. Let's continue. I'll figure out what's going on with the alerts in a minute. But, oh my god, holy shit, okay, nope. These alerts actually absolutely have to work. What the fuck is happening? One, super. Alerts. Refresh, maybe? I'm gonna try this again. Let's just see. Test raids. You've got to be kidding. Anyway, so I'm going to continue to talk while I absolutely make sure that my freaking cool ass alerts that I worked so hard on. I'm so excited about. Anyway, actually do show up. So, the Sapphic Odyssey is this sort of project I've been doing this whole month, because this month both includes my birthday, and yeah, I think that's a good idea. Oh my god, Panic! You're sub-gifting! Thank you! Oh my god, you guys are gonna get a great rave, and it's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna all, this is so fantastic. I feel so certain that I did something dumb to, get my alerts to stop. Which is like, man, why? Just, why? Let's try just adding the alerts again, right here. And see if we can be like, hey. Yeah, the thing is, like, it's actually not Stream Elements, it's let's actually, oh yeah, wait, maybe I can do that here too. Test. I wonder if I full on changed it from one thingy to the other. No, that can't be right. No, I there's no way that happened. Alright, so we're gonna quickly test the raid. I could have sworn that even, like, the test was working before, so I'm just confused. Like, now I'm just, like, having, like, my ADHD confusion thing where I'm just like, am I just, like, nuts? I'm so confused by this. Confusion can be a very scary place for somebody with ADHD to be in, which is one of the big reasons why I think, like, it's not the only reason, but it's definitely a big reason why distraction happens so much, where, like, it's a kind of a big deal if you don't understand why you're confused, right? Do. Right? No, yeah, ADHD gang all the way. So like the fact that I'm confused about what's wrong here is like a big part of the reason why I'm like distracted, because so often if you have ADHD, especially if you're like late in life, right? These kitties are amazing. There's 3 of them. They're the Triforce of kitties. And they're pretty Triforcey right now. Look at them. They're kind of in a triangle around me. Ah, good boys. They're brothers. And they're good boys. They're good-ass boys. That's right, Boomy. That's my Triforce emote. Hell yes. So, yeah, I'm gonna finish the thought about, like, so if you had undiagnosed ADHD especially, you had all of those sort of, like, associated anxieties and, you know, like, depression and executive dysfunction and all that stuff. Oh, gosh, yes. Yeah, sure, absolutely. I would love to talk about all of those things. I have a redeem that I have to do, though, and which is kind of like a big deal. Let's put a pin in that, because I like really want to talk about that, about ADHD and future planning and all of those things. Oh my god, Boomy, thank you. At least the island have it happening. The island stuff is happening. We might get to Scylla and Charybdis. Okay, so all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna explain. Also, thank you for the follow, Bunling. I'm gonna explain the Sapphic Odyssey. So it's my birthday. And it's my birthday soon. It's not my birthday yet. My birthday is coming up, and my birthday, partially because of this ADHD thing, right? So ADHD people don't like struggle to process time in the same way as neurotypical people. And the okay, fine, great, awesome. We'll talk about ADHD then. Great, all right. So yeah, all right, fine. We're gonna talk about ADHD and time. I think it's cool for me to put the pin in the rave thing. Well, we'll talk about this. It's important and it's on my mind and I'm able to articulate it right now, so it's good. So ADHD people have don't process time in the same way as neurotypical people. They tend to have event-based senses of time. So like like hyperfocus, making just like hours and hours go by. Whereas like if I'm like my worst nightmare, like my version of hell is me waiting for a bus, because waiting for a bus is just like a nightmare 18,000 ways. For one thing, every second is like I can feel the weight of every second tick by, and it feels like hours. And also because of my brain, I'm sure the entire time that the bus has arrived, and left, and I didn't notice that my brain blinked and I just missed a whole ass bus arriving, which at the same time I'm like, no, that's stupid. There's no way a bus could just show up in front of you that you're waiting for so with such excruciating, like in such an excruciating way that you're like you're paying attention. There's no way you could miss a whole ass bus. But then another part of my brain is like, yes, you could. Of course you could. You could totally miss a whole ass bus showing up. And like all of that torture happening makes this like just an exhausting and terrible experience. So yes, buses are my natural enemy. I would walk somewhere rather than, holy shit. All right, level 4 hype train, guys. If we get to level 5, we'll do a giveaway right now. Anyway, oh my god, guys, you're so awesome. I'm so mad my cool new alerts aren't working. I typically attract artist-type friends. I wonder if Ro attracts us ADHD kid types like he saw us all waiting for the bus and just picked us up. Oh my god, Ro is such a great, like, oh my god, such an amazing, like, you're right, he's just like the ADHD, he just sees all the people waiting for the ADHD people waiting for their bus, and he just comes and picks us up. You're completely correct. So basically with time, so first off, ADHD people do not have the capacity to, like, picture the future accurately. And the ability to, like, choo, chugga, chugga, choo, yay! So basically what happens is you only have now and later. So the problem is, it's always now, and later is always later. And that's it. right? Like, because now is always now and later is always later, it always feels like you can do something later. And it, and like, it's, oh God. And also, like, because of object permanence issues, which is another thing that I've been talking about a lot recently, it's also very difficult to, like, totally grasp a full sense of your whole past all the time. So planning for the future is, like, exhausting. It's like you're very, very poorly built. You're not at all optimized in a way that makes it easy to plan for the future. But when later is now, you still think you can do it later, and then it's fucking August. Yeah, because later is never now. That's the problem with later. Later is always later. And depending on and because you can't feel time. So what happens with neurotypical people is, like, if you're like, okay, I have a piece of mail and it says urgent on it. I don't have to deal with this right now. I'll deal with it later. Because neurotypical people have, like, a sense of flowing time that is different from ADHD people. They'll feel one day differently from 2 days, differently from 3 days, as, like, why seeing this piece of mail is becoming a more urgent task. But if you have ADHD, different factors determine how much time 3 days feels like. Sometimes it feels like an eternity, and sometimes it feels like a blink of an eye. When I'm looking forward to something, like, especially when I have, like, a bunch of sort of, like, things planned, and then I just sort of do them, I can have, like, weeks go by and not even realize, and just be like, and just look up and suddenly, like, weeks have passed. So and I have a ton of coping strategies for ADHD. Kind of, like, it's very individual based on the kinds of things that you're trying to achieve. But almost all of them have to do with removing barriers to doing things. And that's one. And two, following the flow of your brain. It's about kind of zenning out. One of the things that I discovered, which is entertained the shit out of me, speaking of raving, is that, neurotypical people who take, like, ecstasy to experience a thing is actually, like, one of my natural states. It's basically my natural state. It's like, like, look at my nest here. I'm like my super cozy nest. Like that whole, like, sensitivity to touch things, sensitivity to, like, sound and lights and all of those things. Like, I have those things all the time. A certain presence in your feelings. That, like, all things that I feel all the time. Which was a very important thing for me to find out, that, there are neurotypical people who take drugs recreationally to be more like I am all the time, and I take drugs to be more like neurotypical people are all the time, in order to exist in a neurotypical world. And our framing of what those drugs are for are basically opposite. But, like, the drugs themselves are completely neutral, right? Like, they're just, basically it's just like we all have neurochemistry. And the thing that it really drove home for me, something that I've been trying to, like, get my head around for a while now, and that I really want to get other people to get their heads around, is that, like, there is nothing wrong with you if you have ADHD. There's definitely things that are hard about life, but that's because the world is built to accommodate, basically to be as difficult for you as possible, while it's built to accommodate other people. And because it's been so, like, understood and dear God, don't even get me started on, one, how terribly it's named, and two, how most neurodivergence is popularly understood based on the external ways that they affect, that, like, bother other people, and that bothering is often happening because of, like, the pressures of being unaccommodated. That stuff is just garbage, because the thing is, like, I can be, like, functionally indistinguishable from a neurotypical person if the factors, like, are sort of laid out in a way that that favors me. And the thing is, I really do think that ADHD people are attracted to Twitch for a bunch of reasons that have to do with, like, this is a place that actually, like, I think accidentally accommodates a lot of things about ADHD brains without quite realizing it. and that the communities that have sprung up around them, the way that Discord as a community works, the way that you have like so instant gratification, for example, so, the ability to be like to in the exact moment live interact with somebody, to be able to have something like to almost like sort of like touch a thing, like touch a piece of media that you're consuming and like have it react back is like a very ADHD type thing. Like game, like also just game, like ADHD people love games. Like that's like that. The thing is, the most baseline mechanic of a game is the gameplay loop, right? There's some kind of like, and it doesn't have to be a reward. It just has to be instant feedback. And that instant and on it, like instant and accurate feedback. So ADHD brains love video games because they are built on this kind of loop that we really struggle with in real life because we don't have instant feedback or instant accurate feedback, which is the kind of thing that we really need to be able to like really register that something is really really happened. That's why I love small streamers. They respond to you. This whole time I thought I was just lonely. Oh, Panic, it's not about being lonely. It's about the fact that, let me guess, like, do you also sort of struggle to get as much out of the in-person socializing that we were not, you know, like parties and things that like, you know, going to bars and whatever, like, because I know that I do. Like, I love that. Like, I can be like a lot of very social and very fun, but what it doesn't do is actually refill my need for connection. I love parties. I love to go out and have fun and stuff, but like, it does not actually make me feel like I've socialized. Not really. Whereas Twitch absolutely does. Discord absolutely does. The kind of socializing that, you know, involves me going out and doing things is actually a lot harder for me, and I get less out of it. And I get more out of it if the rest of me is like kind of on top of my stuff. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Jolly. My God, it's going to be very hard for me to track what's happening with all of these alerts down. So I'm super sorry. I hope that you guys, at some point, I'm able to like fix those alerts so you can see them. And if I miss anything, I'm really sorry. I'm going to try to keep up with them. My friends took me to a bar once and I shut down, but hanging out with my friends at a concert, I'm fully charged. Right, I can totally see that. So one of the nice things about concerts for me is that there's no expectation that amidst all of these sensory stuff that you're like interacting with other people. Whereas like, it's like the sort of this, so yeah, ADHD people also have sensory stuff, which people don't always know. But I'm just gonna go back quickly to this like whole future planning thing that we were talking about. Cause like that was the most, I remember that being asked directly. So because of this like inability to, right, there's 3 here. Two of them have gone off screen. But there's the Triforce of Kitties. They are brothers and they're wonderful. And also horrible and also wonderful. But anyway, so because you don't have that instant loop, instant feedback, it's really, really hard to plan for the future. It's really hard to be motivated to plan for the future. You don't get anything, like a lot of the stuff that you're missing that neurotypical people have. There's this metaphor that I read once that I loved, which is that neurotypical people have like this butler in their brain that's like, hey, like, this is where your keys are, and like, you have an appointment later today, and you should do some stuff. Whereas ADHD people basically have this like loud screaming neighbor throwing a shoe at you. We're not able to like get those motivation planks across the bridge from like just knowing, right? Like that so that's sort of like the frontal lobe, that whole like logical, like I can plan this, I understand these consequences, I know them. They don't get you as far, right? Like, so with a neurotypical person, these are all these planks like I should do this for X, Y, and Z reasons. Like those are your motivation planks that get you from where you are to doing what you want to do. That's this gap, and then you build this bridge across it. And, you know, it will very often, for most people, for most things, not actually, those motivation planks won't get you all the way. It won't build the entire bridge. There'll be gaps. But you can hop those gaps, you know, with your willpower. So the neurotypical person, there are several things happening, right? Like one of them is that like there a lot of these planks, like, you know, knowing that this thing will make something easier in the future, knowing that you'll be happy about it for this or that reason, knowing that whatever, like those things get you further and closer to the other side when you're a neurotypical person. And when you're an ADHD person, those same planks just like don't get you as far. It's part of how we're built. So, you know, the entire idea of accountability buddies, for example, like, that's to add planks, right? Like, it's not necessarily going to be enough to fully get you over a gap, but like, hey, I asked somebody, like somebody is expecting me, could be one plank. And you know, I don't want to let them down. 3 people are expecting me, could be 3 planks, right? Like you can create planks for yourself in a number of ways, and a lot of this is trial and error, and a lot of these things will be different for different tasks. A really good way to you know, to deal with like motivation bridges and motivation gaps and stuff is to break things down into smaller pieces, which obviously is like, I feel like that's one of those pieces of advice which is like, so it sounds so like neurotypical to me. Like there are a lot of pieces of advice that sound like neurotypical people talking to me, and so it always really helps me when I like feel something really resonate to find a way to communicate it back to my own community, because I know there are a bunch of people who hang around here who really relate and resonate with the journeys that I'm going through in my life right now. One of them has to do with my neurodivergence, another has to do with my emerging understanding of my sexuality as being a lesbian, and also just a lot of other things about like sort of like happiness and like happiness and fulfillment and things. I mean, you know, those types of things. I love to talk about these things, and I love to be like a pillar as much as I can for the community that hangs around here. It's really great. And so the object permanence thing. This is like if you put something in the fridge and you've completely forgotten that it's there. Something's in a drawer, you have no idea it's there. Somebody else put something in my fridge, it might as well not exist. And you combine this with the time thing. Like I have a huge issue with cooking meat because I'll put it in the freezer. It takes like a whole ass day to defrost it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, good. I can when I want to cook it, I can't because it's frozen. By the time it's cookable, I'm like, I don't want to cook anymore. And like trying to get myself to cook is basically an uphill battle that's like a nightmare. You have to follow, or I have to follow like what my brain wants to do at any given moment so that I have enough done whenever something is absolutely important to have to like really have to do by a certain time, that task is as small as possible, so I only need a small amount of willpower, a small amount of mana. Beans. I've been calling them beans and I'm trying to call it mana now because it makes much more sense. Because one of the things that I've been experiencing is for the first time having like a super neurotypical partner who is sort of learning from scratch about a lot of it, which has been illuminating. And calling it mana has helped me explain why I can sometimes do things and why I sometimes will like be very, very, very protective of like small kinds of executive function that sometimes are easy for me because like I'm saving my mana for like a bigger spell. And the way that like I'll have like leaks where like mana will leak away. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Jeff Anime. I just said anime a little bit weird. Did I also I think I also thanked Jolly, but thank you, Jolly. Yay. Oh my god. Did I miss another gift sub? I'm not sure. Oh boy. Yeah. So like I keep losing meat because like I'll be like, okay, like, all right, as long as I cook it tomorrow, it'll be fine. But the thing is, I was just discussing how like processing time can be really, really difficult and can be very, frankly, like actual time independent. And so for me, it'll be like, okay, I just need to cook this meat tomorrow. And I'll sort of feel like about a day went by, but it was actually 4 days. Because those 4 days were like really full of stuff that like I was really paying attention to in that moment, and I didn't really process like other things happening or time moving during other things. So occasionally, you know, like, so the other thing about the motivation bridge is that like a lot of the other things that can be comorbid with ADHD and like, you know, in a very circular way, things like depression, anxiety and stuff can also make like your planks smaller, your gaps bigger. and stuff. So it can be really difficult to get motivated to do things. And so like learning strategies to be able to get through these barriers can be just life changing. Take it from me. So like the whole thing about like breaking things down into, oh wow, cat, hello, breaking things down into smaller and smaller pieces. The thing that I always find helps me when it comes to like advice, because I tend to tune out a lot of advice because I think that it's like designed by neurotypical people who don't understand how my brain works. So finding like an actual like, oh no, this makes sense in an ADHD brain kind of way to experience it is usually when I start to take something seriously. So in terms of breaking something down, it's like when you are able to create a smaller gap or find where you can like make a bridge that will get you to another island, to an island that is like closer. There are a lot of good effects to this. One is that very often that will create its own motivation planks for more bridge to the next step, in a way that like when it was just one bridge, there was no way to do that. All there was failure and like the fear of failure. You give yourself something to actually like get instant feedback on and succeed at. You need fewer planks to get there. And usually it'll like, and for me, like I'll often stand there and be like, okay, there's the next island, but I'll be like, wait, there's also another island over there, and that one's even closer. And cool, and I'll just jump to that island, and I'll just follow along with whatever my brain is up for doing. And I won't necessarily get the things that I expect done, but I will get enough done over time that most things are far enough along when it's really important, when it really comes down to it. It means that when I have tons of mana, I'll be really excited to do something that on a specific day in a specific moment might be really hard. Like this kind of like flowing through your like what your brain is like actually asking you to do, is saying that it wants the kind of stimulation, right? The thing is, ADHD people like they have these reputations for being very creative, for being like, yeah, I mean, like they're people who just like inherently don't think in the way that like the world is set up to reward with traditional forms of success. So like, yeah, I'm a very creative thinker. I'm a creative problem solver, and it's actually been something that like really showed up in a lot of, yes, absolutely. When you were in your early development years, were you able to run around and get your energy out, or were you cooped up inside more often? Oh, okay, so like here's the other thing. I'm a girl. So running around is a really good example of a thing that people think is like a huge part of ADHD. It's not necessarily. It's kind of the way that as children, a way that like it can manifest if you're like somebody who has like, you know, your focus shifting from thing to thing, being distractible, being extremely enthusiastic, being very emotionally driven. It can look like that, but because of our society's sort of like bland acceptance of this in boys and like very aggressive shutting down of any behaviors that are too behaviorally in girls, there's actually several subtypes of ADHD. I'm not gonna say more about how. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Cyberlytical. Oh, that's cool. That's a great tag. Sorry. So there are, in theory, there are these subtypes of ADHD, and there's inattentive type is the type that is most often associated with girls. Girls tend to be super underdiagnosed, especially from my generation. Like, their ADHD tends to manifest more in daydreaming and in like wandering off in your mind and not being able to pay attention and stuff, rather than actually running around. Which again, because of these misunderstandings about how ADHD resulted in more ADHD symptoms later on. Panic, that's probably not true. ADHD is not like a... ADHD is a form of brain chemistry. It is just a way that your natural neurochemicals just work. And you don't really like the ways in which like things can be like better or worse or whatever almost entirely come down to things like, for example, there is 5 times more boys diagnosed than girls, right? And like there's also like it was just like terribly understood. It was thought that ADHD was something you grew out of. You do not grow out of ADHD. Like I said, it's just a neurochemical way that you're built. But like the thing that ends up happening is that when you're like, for example, there is a common, let's say, complication. There's a common thing that people with ADHD have. It's called rejection sensitivity dysphoria. It's basically the worst thing on earth. It's a way of processing certain things as a kind of rejection that is so painful. It feels like physical pain, and you would do anything to make it stop or to make it like anything to make it stop or to make it go away. It's horrible. Now, it's and there's almost nothing that you could like. It can't be medicated. There's very little that you can actually do about it. I have done a lot of work over the course of my life learning how to manage it. But basically, like, it has, like, severe effects. Things like not being able to go to a particular, like, intersection because somebody honked at you once and you had this reaction. And it was just so traumatizing that you cannot go back. Yeah, this poor guy. I mean, he's also listening to me, right? RSD is horrible. And I have, like, I used to not be able to listen to any music that I really liked in front of anybody, because if anybody insulted it, I would be unable to listen to it ever again. My favorite CD from when I was a teenager, my first boyfriend in high school, insulted it, and I never, ever listened to it again. I tried several times. I could never do it again. That's how bad RSD is. It's awful. The fact that I'm a person who sits and shares my opinions with strangers is like a huge growth over the course of my life, because I used to keep all of my opinions to myself because my RSD was so bad. And RSD is a good example of, like, RSD is not neurochemical, but I mean, I'm not completely sure about this. A lot of, but it's like, but if you have ADHD and you have very likely lived in a completely unaccommodated life, where people, you know, like, especially if people identify you as, like, you're smart, how come you can, yeah, no, this, like, believe me, talking to me is a thing that has caused many people to go and get checked out and get diagnosed. So if you're like, oh, you're so smart, like, how come you can focus on video games for such a long time? Why, you know, like, you know that this is good, like, why would you, like, all of this stuff, it's awful, right? Like, and it, of course it creates, like, you know, anxiety. It also causes people with ADHD to often sort of, like, try to over deliver, which is a thing that I actually came to the conclusion that yesterday was something that was getting in the way of my streaming quality, that I was trying to over deliver because, you know, you get imposter syndrome because you're so used to disappointing people and not being good enough, and, like, you know, people not understand, like, that you're just, like, you try to do, when you can do something, you try to do so much more, you try to be amazing. And that stuff puts a lot of pressure on you, because you know that you have to do one thing, but what you hear in your heart is that you have to do 8 things. And you are afraid that you can't do it, and it causes anxiety and fear, and it's really rough. And as sort of like an impact is, like, it basically creates a trauma response. You know that, like you have this experience of when your mana runs out, when you're not expecting it, when you don't know that that's a thing, when you don't know that that's, like, a problem, like, your mana runs out and you're like, how come I did this perfectly a week ago? Why is it that I can't do this now? And then, like, everything falls up, like, it's like the dominoes, everything falls apart, right? Your whole life, it seems like, just collapses, and, like, people are angry at you. Maybe you lose friends. Maybe your parents are furious with you. You know, maybe you get a failing grade. You like, it's just like, and it's all devastating because you don't know why it's happening. You can't explain it. It feels like you're lazy. People think that you're lazy. There's just, like, long-term trauma responses to that, and I think that RSD is one of them. And RSD, again, I don't think that it's a thing that you're neurochemically, like, I think you can be neurochemically predisposed to it, But in terms of like when I say that if you have ADHD, there is nothing wrong with you. It's not a thing that like your ADHD gets like better or worse because of like, you know, like X, Y, or Z experiences or whatever. But you absolutely can develop anxiety, can develop depression. You can be in situations where you're so unaccommodated that you just can't like break out of a lot of the things. Like almost every single person with ADHD has sleep disturbance. It's one of the few things that really unites basically all cases of ADHD is that you cannot sleep well for a lot of reasons. It's extremely difficult to get good sleep. And like being a person who has to get up every day in the morning and be like kind of at your worst and just like function and like all that stuff like over a long period of time, like I didn't even know how much I could do, how much I could do in a week, in a day, how much thinking that I could do, how much function that I could have if some people just stopped making me do that. When I stopped working on a schedule that was imposed on me, it was like I could do 10,000 more things all the time. And because when I was functional, even when I remember reading a research paper about it. There was research done because it's not much learning going on during gaming. You can focus more. Not much learning going on during gaming. You can focus more. Learning. I don't know. Because, like, ADHD people don't have any trouble learning. It's just that they don't learn in the same way as other people. I don't know. Okay. I'll sure. Please do. There's an ADHD channel on the Discord. ADHD and Neurodivergence, and I would love it if you dropped it in there. I actually have been really poor about dropping things in there, and I've been meaning to because it's been like a thing I've been thinking about a lot. Thank you guys all for sticking around. It's great. I want to make sure that I'm covering the things that people want me to be covering. So, I mean, I'd love it if people could, like, sort of chime in and tell me if there's any direction on this ADHD discussion you'd like me to take, or if you're, like, if you want to start moving back towards, like, gaming and partying and, like, gay stuff, and hearing about, like, the project that I'm doing. I would be happy to do any of those things right now. I'm feeling very energized. I feel like it's unfair how, from a very early age, you can show signs of having an anxiety disorder without anything bad happening. Huh. Like, there being no consequences? What do you mean by without anything bad happening? Panic, I'd love for you to unpack that for me. I've been misdiagnosed with basically everything that, like, no trauma. Like trauma from having an anxiety disorder? Like chewing nails, sensory issues. I'm sorry, I'm having so much trouble processing this right now. I'm sure it's just my brain not being able to follow this at the moment. Which, by the way, a thing that happens in video games a lot, where I'm just like, I'm going in circles, I don't understand this at all. This happened with this game totally. Where then, like, I put it down, I pick it up, and I'm like, oh no, this is very clear and obvious. My brain is, again, this is actually exactly what I was talking about before. My brain is predisposed to doing certain things at any given moment. And the less I fight that, and the more I just go with it, the more I'm able to do everything that I want to do. It'll just sort of loop back around to what I wanted to do in the first place. But if I just fight it, then we just like sort of like spill mana everywhere like it's blood. And nothing gets done, and I feel terrible. I feel anxiety and depression, and I just stay in bed and I don't leave and I don't talk to anybody. And I get nothing done. I feel bad. Whereas if I'm like, no, you need to do this important thing, and my brain is like, but I want to do this creative thing. If I'm just like, okay, fine, let's just do this creative thing. Overall, maybe it means the important thing gets done tomorrow. Maybe it's that, like, I wake up in the middle of the night suddenly just being like, I gotta do it. Like, kids with these issues as a kid will grow up to have anxiety and other stuff. I mean, a lot of things can cause anxiety. So anxiety and depression are, again, like we don't have very good vocabularies overall for these things, and a lot of them have like terrible starting points, and then that makes it really hard to break down. Like I was having a very interesting discussion with Russian Tacos a little while ago. This actual professional ass doctor philosopher of ethics, which is rad. And she was saying, like, do you consider depression to be like a form of neurodivergence? And here's the thing, though, like depression, anxiety as well, they're two things where like it's like we don't have very good distinctions around them. Everybody experiences depression, everybody experiences anxiety. If you experience depression because like, you know, related to grief because of like loss or whatever, like that's, you know, that's everything just like kind of like functioning as usual. Having like a kind of like, I guess for lack of a better word, a kind of clinical depression often has to do with like an experience of depression that is more based on like neurochemical predispositions and internal than actually like on environmental factors. It was very helpful for me to get my head around the fact that like moods, emotions, that like your brain is always trying to rationalize why you feel something. And the best way to, I'm starting to recognize all these things linked to neurodivergence that I've experienced my whole life. Yeah, no, it's huge. It'll change your whole life to start to understand your neurodivergence. My God, it'll change your entire perception of yourself. It changed everything for me, which is one of the reasons why I stream. I really, it means a lot to me to share these things and to form community around sharing all of these things. Because yeah, like the world was not built to accommodate, but we can build our own worlds here. We can build our own communities, and we can share like help. We can share advice. We can share feedback. We can support each other. We can validate each other. We can validate each other as there being, you know, like nothing wrong with you. And that it's okay for it to be hard anyway. Like it's hard. It is hard. But you're not broken. Like you're unlucky in that you got dealt the hand where your way of having a brain built was not the way that like society built itself to accommodate. That's fine. That's fine. We're figuring it out, right? Like there are ways and there are places and there are things that you can do. And it may not be fair, but like what is? You know, like ruminating on whether or not something is fair is like a less useful use of my mana than just like finding things to be happy about or finding my way to the things that make me happy. It doesn't really help me to waste my beans like being upset about things that being upset about is not going to actually like have any sort of productive value to my mental health. There are some things, and which is like lots of bad feelings are actually very productive for you to feel, experience, and work through. I often feel like my brain is running on an outdated processor. Yeah, that is a very good way of putting it when you're like working against the way that it's built. I highly recommend all people who are suspecting neurodivergence as part of what makes their lives difficult to spend some real time watching your like develop a relationship with your brain. You know, personify your brain and like get to know it. Like treat it like a friend. Treat it like take it out to a bar and see if it's upset and ask why it's upset, and don't be judgmental. Don't force it to have fun, right? Don't force it to want to do things and to be happy about things. Don't go to a party and then be like, why aren't you happy? Like ask it, what's the issue? It's like, well, I mean, I would have been happy if this party was yesterday, but like today, no. So like okay, like, why? Is there a reason? Or is it just like that? It's like, okay, well, we don't have to be here now. Like, if we're gonna be happier going home, watching Twitch and playing video games, like, let's just go do that. And, like, when you start to get to know your brain like this, when you start to be able to be a team and not have an antagonistic relationship with your brain like this, believe me, it can change your life. You'll be able to, it's like unlocking superpowers. It's incredible. Like, one of the things that people with ADHD are not predisposed to being good at and do not have like the the neurochemical consistency to be able to do, like most of the time, is emotional control. I have better emotional control than like almost anybody that I know. Despite the fact that like neurochemically, in theory, I should not be predisposed to being good at it. That's because like learning about the mechanics of things that happen in the brain and that things that are emotional things, being able to understand them and being able to practice, being able to like work out those muscles, like anything else, you're still going to be better than someone who has just natural talent, right? It's like kind of something that I think most people as they grow older like learn, which is that like natural talent is great at the beginning, but for the most part you need to learn how things work and practice and build up those muscles and build up that understanding in order to really maintain growth in an area and be good at it. With emotional control, I may have been terrible at it when I was a child. I am now better at it than most people because most people did not quite have like the pressures to cope that I ended up having. And I'm not saying that it's good. I don't wish the experiences that got me there on anybody, but it means that I do have a much better feeling of agency over things than I used to. I used to, like, there was definitely a point where it felt like, you know, my brain was dooming me to, you know, to be like locked out of things or to be to just, or like basically that I was some kind of victim of or prisoner of my brain. But now I understand that that's not what it is. It's that like usually the path to the things that I want are going to be different, maybe mine to discover on my own, or to go and find other people who have figured out how to do it. And when that, and having that sense of agency gives me all that motivation to, like, you know, something that would have been like, it's way too hard to do this because the only way it's ever been given to me to do it. Just wanted to pop in and say hello, but got to get back to work. Oh, thank you, Sabi. It's great to see you. Awesome. Okay, I'll see you later. We're having like a great talk about ADHD. But yeah, so when you have that relationship with yourself, because I feel like that gives me agency over my life and what I can do, that it's not like something that's forced on me, it means that I feel like I can do a lot more than when something is in theory simpler or easier, but being presented to me as like the only way to do this is in the neurotypical way. And it's a misery to me. And that's actually one of the things that I had an epiphany about yesterday when I was streaming, which was that like I had gotten to a point where I'd started trying to do things about being a streamer that were like the neurotypical ways of being a streamer. And I was trying to do that thing that I've, you know, always done. I've always had to do with going to school and going to work and all of those things, where I was trying to force myself to do things in a neurotypical way and not being as good as I knew I could be, or as good as consistently as I knew I could be, and not really knowing why. And so basically I've been learning how to find my own path to being a streamer in a consistently high quality way for myself, where I am able to unpack the advice and the guidance and the practices that people use that I can actually work into a sustainable model for my brain and my for me, from the ones that I can't, but maybe those outcomes are things that I can achieve in other ways, and I just need to explore that. And being able to then that gave me a huge amount of relief and freedom, because it meant that things that felt like failures on the day instead felt like, okay, good, I'm figuring out whether or not this works for me. And when it's 4 months have passed, which is what, you know, yesterday I was thinking about how like 4 months had passed since I had, you know, started to like, you know, really look at streaming as like a thing that I wanted to make a big part of my life. Over the course of that 4 months, I had actually like done a ton of trial and error, that there was no guide of like how to be an ADHD SAF, being a streamer. These are the steps. No, like that's not like, I need to figure out how to do that. And that means that I need to do some trial and error on the stuff that other people have done, on the stuff that my brain is thinking, hey, try this. This works for other things. Will this work for this? You know, is there like, and that means that I like, any individual day that could have otherwise felt like a failure and brought a lot of anxiety, created a lot of mana drains, right? Like just draining away things like anxiety and depression and self-doubt and second guessing. I have been doing an enormous amount of second guessing for the past couple of months, and what I figured out recently is that it's because I got really used to, over the course of my life, and I'm quite a lot older than I look, the oldest e-girl in the world, that I just got used to a lot of the patterns of the types of problems that I would face, and there were certain things that I sort of stopped doing a lot. I stopped second guessing myself in a lot of the typical things that I took on. I just got used to, like, certain forms of issues that I was facing, even if I'd have new ones, even if they'd have new, like, it's sort of like if you just keep playing roguelikes or RPGs, it's like, it's still a new thing, you don't know exactly what's going to happen, but you know the form of the game that you're playing. You know what shape it takes. So what I realized was that I was doing a lot of things that I hadn't done in years, and therefore was not in the habit of catching myself doing and unpacking and removing as barriers for myself, because trying to be a streamer and all the things that I've been doing in my life now, they're brand new to me. And they're not like things that have just like clear, straightforward ways to incorporate into a life like mine, along with my other important not goals, priorities, you know, of being a happy and fulfilled person. Good boy. Good kitty. Wait, what day is this? 25th. Alright, let's hang out with Ryuji. I think I'm behind on him. Ryuji? Hey, kitty. Good boy. There he is. Nope. Okay. I don't want to forget that I have the rave thing to do, but if you want to have that refunded and either, like, you know, do it some other time, I want to make sure that I'm not, like, completely losing out on, like, the energy. Let me check everything that's been going on here while I let this run. Alright. Go. Okay. Perfect. Let this run. Okay. Alright. Let's quickly pull all this up. Ryuji, Chariot, conversations. Let's stay here. Okay. Alright, what was I looking for? Alright, I was looking for the redemptions, who's around. Okay. Let's see what we got. Alright. It was Boomy. Well, Boomy's off and around. Absolutely. But I feel like after an hour, I'm going to refund this to Boomy and allow that to be re-redeemed with, you know, the pleasure that we were discussing of instant gratification, which I unfortunately was trying to instantly gratify more people than I could in that moment. But I do recommend, I deeply recommend that. Alright, let's see. Oh, Kitty. Good boy. Alright, chugga. Oh yay, guys, thank you so much for the hype train. Aw, biddies. Man, I was so pleased that I had, like, all these great new Hey, cat. And they were working too. I don't know what happened. Hey, cat. Cat, stop. Cat, out. Cat, out. Cat, hey. Good night. Thank you so much for the great discussion. It was truly wonderful. Ow. Cat. Okay, now you're being adorable though. Now these cats are just licking each other. I also see that you were being pushed by your brother, so that's reasonable. Hey. Alright. Okay. Eat. Man, I wish I had a soda. However, I am out of sodas. Yay, we made it to Cersei!
You're back.
Hey,
Huh.
I'll just add this.
Alright, quick save. Aw, good boy. Good kitty. Alright. Yay! Ah, what a delightful, what a delightful, god, just everything is delightful. Let's update. The next island is Scylla and Charybdis. We made it to Cersei. I'm so glad that we made it to Cersei. Cersei's gonna be fun. Yeah. All right. So for Scylla and Charybdis. Wait, it was... Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, God. I'm just having a moment right now, guys. I just feel very grateful and happy. Just a lot of things. just a lot of things, guys. Thank you a lot. It's just so incredibly meaningful to me to be able to talk about these things and to share in a community that finally, like, you know, in a way that feels right to me, and finally feels really gratifying. And I really have been working very hard. I'm always like, you know, I have ADHD, so it's like not shocking that I always am afraid that I'm not working hard enough. Which again, like one of the saddest things is like how unproductive that is to working hard enough. Insofar as that can be a thing, it's not really. I do wish that I had a soda. I ran out of soda. I need to get my hands on some more. Because, oh, also, people with ADHD have sugar and fat and oil cravings. Like, basically, they crave junk food for, you know, the same reasons that, like, you know, because they give dopamine highs, right? Like, and these are like serotonin, dopamine, and stuff. Like, they basically, they are, they're very difficult for, like, they help us to function. We have much more flickering supplies of the neurochemicals that allow for higher brain functions. For people who are neurotypical, they'll have like a steady supply. For people who are who have ADHD, it's a flickering supply. So things that you can do to kind of like force it, or like, you know, it's why you can be like more emotionally driven by things. It's just a very different way of being put together. And, you know, once you're able to have like a self-loathing relationship with it, it can be very, very helpful. I'm so thirsty. Oh my god. Alright, that's my guide. I think that I have addressed all the things, but just remind me, because obviously I like go in circles. If I'm missing anything, please do bring it up, and I will address it immediately. And by immediately, I mean no promises. All right, evening. Kawakami. Let's do it.
Oh,
God, I hate this.
hi.
It's so gross and so weird. So not okay. Thank God I went into Mementos and made a whole bunch of money with all that time that I couldn't sleep. I have been finally listening to Ethersea. If anybody's a Taz fan, McElroy's, the McElboys, the good McElboys. They've been doing a new campaign called Ethersea, and I just started listening to it, and I'm so hooked. I love it. I'm definitely not haven't had enough McElboys. Look, look, look! It's my poster of Rise. It says Sapphire, guys, which I love. I had to show it to you. Sapphire is one of the names I go by. The whole silly sapphic sap thing. I had a currency before I was an affiliate. I had a currency on my bot called Sapphires, and I should really change my sap coins to Sapphires. I wanted to distinguish them because at the time. Oh hey, video games. Was I unable to call Kawakami? What happened? I was just not paying attention. Why am I not paying attention? Let's see. This is what this is for. Fine, fine, fine. Oh, did I say no? Wait, did I say no? I'm confused. Oh, I must have been like talking and said no. Oh god, I'm such a goof.
Oh,
This is what happens when I don't pay attention. Didn't I pay? Oh, it's Sunday, so I can't hang out with you. That's weird. Alright. Oh, hey. Shopping network. Dark power set. Ooh. Cursed tools. Alright, let's do the dark power set. Sweet. Wait, I paid her. Why did I pay her? I'm so confused. Oh gosh, I don't know.
well then.
Alright. Wow, okay. Yeah, no, I can totally pay attention to this game and function. Ah, man. Oh gosh. I really want to talk about the Sapphic Odyssey, but I want to make sure that, like, some of the people who are, like, invested are around. I mean, I know that on my birthday, on November 10th, I will do the whole thing as far as we've gotten to. We got past Cersei, and we're on our way to Scylla and Charybdis, which is grand. Man, it's gonna be so great. We have some amazing characters, including the Dead Hassa, the Rave Bunny. I wonder if there's any, Ah, man, it's gonna be grand. My whole extremely lesbian retelling of the Odyssey, where I will take the sapphic cast of characters that my viewers have been submitting, and it's over. A lot of the characters are over on the Discord, and I've been putting some of them together into a campfire blaze, and we will be going on this grand adventure where I tell you the true story of what really happened on the Odyssey with this gang of amazing colorful lesbians whose story was completely bastardized and by the patriarchy because they are so afraid of female sexuality and power. It's grand. The Trilomachus of kittens are taking the place of Telemachus, Odysseus' son. The wife left behind, Penelope. She's Pretty Penny in mine. So I'm like, oh my god, girls are pretty. You guys notice how many pretty girls there are everywhere? There's so many pretty girls just like everywhere. They're so pretty. Oh god. Oh, where was I? Sunday. Yes. Okay, daytime, nighttime, oh, it's daytime. That's why I'm confused. All right, time to go and get my drink. Get my drink on. I went to Japan after this game first came out and found this drink stand. And I was so delighted. I couldn't believe that it was completely real. Oh man. Ooh, kitty. Well, it's my own fault for not cutting your nails. I shall zen out about any tasks that I don't do because I had better uses of my beans. And I certainly did. Having the Rave Bunny redemption stuff actually set up, which I am very delighted to say is actually set up. That I have the voice commands, the sound alerts based on Roger's voice. Those are set up. I am very, very pleased about that. I don't even know if he knows about them. Okay, it is from Takemi. Go to Kichijoji. Okay, so this is the day. This is the day to infiltrate. Excellent. We're gonna do some gameplay, which is a thing that I can do and talk at the same time pretty easily. And by some gameplay, I mean we're going into the palace. We're going into the dungeon. And since I don't have to check the guide anymore once I do that, for the most part, I have a much easier time doing it on autopilot. Which is great because I like to be chatty.
Okay, which one?
Okay, 200 full to
People can advance
1.
whenever they want here in Japan. There aren't many countries like that.
What did you just say about Japan? 100% to all allies.
Here you go. You want that one? You don't
Okay,
need
9 of these.
anything.
150.
Should work. Thanks. You want that one? Here you go. That should work. Oh,
I have a bunch of those. Oh shit.
that one? Thanks. That should work.
Yeah, actually a couple of these are good.
You want that one? Thanks. That should work.
Let's have 5 of these.
Here you go.
Hey, that'll make things. Okay, cool.
Take care.
Half off. Sweet. That must be because of how far I am with her. Alright, let's buy our,
Hey, hey!
You haven't gathered. Asking people in town. Okay, so I have to actually, like, talk to some people? Oh, right, for the cats. So there are people stealing cats. Oh my god, look at these cats. Oh man, such good cats. Good boy, Moonlight. This is Moonlight, and this is Sunset, and this is Ender. His full name is Prince Endymion, and Moonlight's full name is Moonlight Knight. Aw, such a good little purr boy. Come here. Oh, what a good boy you are. Oh. Oh, hey. Snuggle struggle. Okay. Alright. So I did actually get both, right? Yes, I did. Okay, so, alright, this is good, because I was supposed to be here. I'm never here in the daytime, and I need to find these. This is what I need to find, I think. Maybe? Okay, there's somebody that I need to, like, that's just, like, been eluding me, who hasn't, oh, there it is, I think. Information about cat stealing or something. I don't know. This game is weird. I love it. There we go, cats. Okay, cats. Okay. I know, cats. Now where do I need to go? Yeah, this is the problem when I don't actually read anything. But that's why this game is awesome. I feel like this game accidentally is extremely accommodating. Things that are called quality of life updates are often just like absolutely necessary for making a game doable for me. Yogen. Wait, didn't I already do that? Shoot. Alright, so I need to ask more around Yogen. Oh, thank you so much, Third Eye. You make me have to pay so much less attention to what I'm doing. I really love games that have many different modes of things that you can do. It's one of the things that I love about Persona games. It's really, really grand with Fire Emblem Three Houses, another one of my favorite games. Also, Shin Megami Tensei 5 is coming out, and it has see, they turned purple.
Focus.
Okay, it's got to be somewhere else then. Those are the people that I listened to in the first place. There's nothing there. Anyone here? Maybe in the
I can feel it.
like the place where the batting cages or the is there anyone here? Wait, there! Oh no, this is just Phantom Thief stuff. Okay.
I can feel it.
Wait, there! Yes! Found him. This is a great example of a thing that, like, the last time I did like without even paying attention. And this time I was just like, what is happening? I don't understand. Where am I going? What is everything? Yes. Lesbian tag was important, I guess? I mean, yes. Absolutely.
What would you like?
I mean, it certainly I had this really weird experience where, like, somebody came in on a raid having to do with a game. And then, like, hung out for a while and then was, like, really, really shocked, I think, to learn that I was a lesbian. And I was like, oh, wow, that is so weird. It's, like, such a key part of, like just me being like, oh my god, isn't she pretty? It's like it's like such a huge aspect of hanging out here. It was basically exactly what happened, where I was just like, oh my god, Shamir is so hot. And I just sort of, like, simped a little, and they were like, what? I was like, yeah. Okay, so I'm still looking for... Alright, let's actually do the airsoft shop too. But I'm grabbing the SP items, and then I'm gonna go into the dungeon. It's gonna be awesome. Thank y'all for sticking around. It's really great. It's grand. Let's make sure I've actually sold... Oh, I haven't. Wow. So all that money was just the money that I'd gotten from just wow, that's quite a thing. Assuming that I have that because it's been replaced. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
90, ooh, to 122. Ooh. Ooh, these are some serious improvements. Oh, this one can put you to sleep. I do love status effects. And this game has made them a really big deal, but I've always loved status effects. Like, in a way that was, like, detrimental because most games don't actually balance them very well. This one does, though. Oh, wait, that was me clicking on the wrong things.
Okay.
Nope. I accidentally sold that in one of my playthroughs. It was really annoying. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Oh gosh. Okay, let's see what we have. 90, 94, 116, 122, 102, 102, 90, 90. I think that the 90s are very worth upping.
That one? Don't break it, okay?
Equip. Sell.
That's what you're choosing?
I
Use it to pull a prank.
equip. Sell. Alright, I very rarely... Okay, ooh,
Sounds good.
it's worth checking as well. 120, 130. Ooh, that's a much bigger difference. Yeah, let's do that one.
How's that?
Fortunately, you can't actually sell them. Oh, for on. Hers is cool because they can hit anybody. Oh god, your rifle's terrible. Alright, fine. Why did I make all that money if I wasn't gonna use it, right?
That one? You change your mind?
Okay, yours isn't bad.
Alright.
Protectors.
Alright, which one?
Probably not going to use them because we find them. It's fine. Accessories again. Not usually gonna find things I want here. Cool.
Come again.
Okay. Good, 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 good. Glad we did that. Check the arcade.
Oh.
Our Argonade and our Water of Rebirth with the placenta. Gotta have that placenta. Is that like because the babies that were sacrificed are what give you that magic energy back? Kichi Joji for some reason. Oh, right. Oh, Automasuku! That's pretty great.
Welcome.
Alright. Now, I think I'm gonna hold on to maybe one of each. Since I'm pretty sure some of them I've never gotten before. Man, that's good money. Great. Ooh, good. 180 points, 220. Let's check the prizes. Yes, Automasuku. I can get the clothing crab bag too. Sweet.
Hey, hey.
All right. Those look like they were very for cats. Let's check that out. Cool, cool. Oh, hey, that is for reduced physical damage. Is nice though. This is 118, 1 plus 1N. Ooh, cool. Old coat of mail once worn by Nekomata. Oh, I love that. That's delightful. A worn apron that fills you with burning passion? Old fiery, that's... okay. That's odd, but okay. Old ghostly dress. Reduces physical damage. Still think that's enough of a difference. Wait, why are you wearing a turtleneck? What? Yeah, that's wild. You have reduced physical damage. That's probably worth it. Wait. Oh, wait, hold on. You have it at medium. Here, you take this. You take this. Alright, now I can decide Ryuji. That's fine. Okay, I think we're good. Excellent. Oh no, wait, one other thing is that someone needs the new belt. Nullifies wearer's weaknesses. 2-in-1 skill. Okay, that's ridiculous. What else? Chakra choker. Actually, I think you should probably have the ring belt. You can have the chakra choker. And Yusuke, what do you have? Oh, you have Frey. It's kind of random. What does Ambient 8 do? It like makes it easier to cast. Okay, Makoto has the Revenge Mirror, that's pretty cool. Okay, I think this is fine. Alright, so this place is new to me. I think there are some things to get before going into the dungeon. Wait. Okay, so maybe it's like one of those come at night. Oh, hang on. Vending machine. Yes! There you go. I thought there were more in the new places.
Hello.
30, 50, 100. Okay. Oh, dude, this guy. Trader Sakai. Yakisoba Pan. Alright, do I have it on me? Shoot, okay, so I think it's only on Fridays that I can grab that from my school. Alright. What's this? $40, $80, $100. That's fine. Darts. I wish I'd done more now. That's incense. I feel like I'm missing something. Man, I played Persona 4 so many times. It's really weird how much more like immediate context and memory I have of everything that happens in that game than I do for this one. 'Cause it's just like I've only played it the once, and this is like I've never played Royal. So a lot of things, like all of this is like completely new to me. I have no idea what this is about. Like the entire, like I don't know what that's about. The shrine. What is this? Oh, gifts, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's hit Shibuya. I mean, Shinjuku. And then I think we'll be ready to hit the dungeon!
I can feel it.
Host Club! I totally want to work at the host club. Can I work at the host club? I want to work at a host club. That sounds great. Oh, they're taxi drivers. I thought they were police. Alright. Eep. Nothing. We are looking for SP items. And these are new areas that I'm unfamiliar with. There it is. Wow, I guess I got that earlier this week. Wow, look at these terrifying, look at the, oh my god. That's so terrifying. I love this. Data bye-bye insurance. Look at him. Oh my god, there's like the cutout of him right next to like the guy in the costume and the mask. Oh my god, I love that. Why do I love that so much? What is wrong with me? Yes. Oh, that's deeply grand.
Take your time.
Okay. There we go, got the books. Oh man. This game makes me so natsukashi, like, for actually being in Japan. This is the first game that really, like, powerfully captures a lot of what it, like, actually feels like to, like, live in Tokyo. And it's, like, even, like, it's so much detail that, like, the stuff that is... There's, like, plenty of stuff that's familiar to being in Kyoto as well, which I spent more time in. But my god. I'm actually gonna visit again soon. I'm very excited. All gifts. Okay. Alright. Perfect. Shinjuku. Shibuya. Alright, I think we're ready. Can't think of anything else I would need. I did the arcade already, right? I think so. Alright. Alright, let's hit the hideout. Let's do this. Yay! I'm a little annoyed that I didn't do darts enough to get my whole team up to, like, SP. Oh, Melon Pond! That's what... Cool. Alright, neat. Oh, that was awesome. That's new. Grand! Alright! Let's do a dungeon. Dungeon.
Hey, we're all here.
Alright, let's make sure I didn't forget anything important. Looks like I don't. Hey, hey. Don't you beep at me. Alright.
Come on, let's go. So, what am I gonna be called? You all were using code names.
Blah 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 blah. Do 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 do.
Indeed.
Okay. Oh wait, I should do this stuff first.
Do you need something?
I am so glad that you can change your party at any time in this game. It's just so fucking tedious to, like, have to leave. God, every quality of life improvement is massive.
Justine, you registration?
Okay. Good. Good. No. Yes. So, there we go.
Are you sure? The inmate. Let's execute fusion.
Bad
Let
results.
us begin the search.
Alright, I'm level 23.
Can you gather them up? Now choose.
Okay. Just make some space. I already have a Fuki, so we'll try that. Can't do that. I can do Shikioji again. Just give me a chariot back. I'll just be doing that for space anyway. Alright, I'm sure I'll find a safe room. Maybe not completely in time, but
Vacation, huh?
meh, none of these are interesting.
You change your mind? Done already? What?
Alright, I guess I'm not really doing anything. Let's find out what you want. Is it just... Oh, think it's Phoenix with counter.
Something. Now.
So, I keep doing a thing where I mix up Phoenix and Suzaku, which I maintain is really reasonable. But I'm pretty sure that the first time I played, I made a Suzaku with counter, and then it was like, they didn't care, and I was so confused. I was furious. Cat. Oh my god. You're adorable. Oh my god, you're so cute. He wants attention. Aww. Love licks. What a good licky boy. Jet! How's it going?
Hold on a second.
We just had a whole big... Yeah, I am with you. I mean, I'm with you in spirit. My sleep schedule flipped. Oh gosh, showtime. Oh, cool. This is new.
For you, Panther.
Whoa!
It's just what I needed.
Whoa! What? Well, that was amazing. How do you unlock showtimes?
This is me.
That's my favorite thing ever. I should make that a sound alert. Ah, story progression. Thank you. Good. I won't have to like work on it. I don't have to listen to this. Cool. Most likely to occur. Okay. Obtain more combinations as story progresses. Even for other party members in reserve. Stats. Okay. Awesome. Cool. It's always good to have somebody in the chat who, like, knows what's going on. It's grand. Thank you. Alright. Hold on. Do I actually want this party? Morgana is not... Yeah. Well, yeah, no. Yeah, let's do this. But yeah, anyway, we were totally just chattering. My sleep schedule, my sleep cycle completely flipped yesterday. I don't know, it happens sometimes. I mean, it happens frequently in the winter. So we'll see what I do with that.
There's a rare one. Maybe you can hit their weak points.
But as a result, yeah, no, I ended up sleeping a lot of the day.
Go ahead. I've got it.
Pass the baton and fall.
This is my other
Some
self.
options, but we better find the weakness. Enemy down. Keep it going, Fox.
Persona. Fighting tough.
Huh.
We should check its affinity.
Oh, you're a different thing. So we don't know what you're weak against. Okay. Let's try some stuff. What have we got so far? Need to try Garu Sai.
Persona.
Let's see. Well. There we go. Rad.
That was incredible, Joker.
Alright, you're mine.
You've got a new mask, Joker.
Oh man, this game is so just like tactilely satisfying.
Show me your true form.
Oh. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying, we were just having this like, oh, wait, that's not what I was saying. But anyway, I'll say it anyway. We were having this grand discussion about ADHD for like Okie rated, and it was wonderful. And we ended up having just like a grand discussion about like motivations ADHD with ADHD, and like how time works, and how how like the combinations of ADHD experiences and trauma can create like sort of traumas that then like manifest as, you know, what people think of as symptoms of ADHD, but are like, you know, not necessarily like what your brain chemistry predisposes you to on its own without like the experiences. Yeah, it was great. Because I'm in just like a super really great, wonderful place right now because I had a huge ADHD related personal breakthrough having to do with one of the lesser known issues with ADHD, which is struggling with object permanence, especially as it pertains to relationships. And it's why ADHD people very often with like their friendships are like, okay, like I haven't like talked to you in a while, and therefore like we're like you probably hate me, and well, like just, you know, like just sort of forgetting like the real, like really forgetting like the real quality of the intimacy that you share with that person.
Gunshot should hit it.
Do it.
Pass the baton and follow up. Gunshot should hit it. Don't move.
Have you always had your ammo refilled with each Such a brat. You're not wrong, Hi Pixie. Oh, I love her look. If only her like corset top was like not so clearly like metal armor, which I just like, I don't have an instinct of how to cosplay like well, and it feels important enough to her look. Huh. That's interesting.
Joker, there's a chest.
Okay. There we go. Let's see what's going on here with all these. It refills between battles and royal. It used to refill when you enter a palace. Yeah, okay, so that's right. Okay, so I wasn't sure if I just missed this in the original game or what, but I never used guns before because you didn't have enough ammo. And it was just so annoying. I'm so glad that they fixed that. That was dumb. That was infuriating. Wow, this is, I remember doing this the other way before the hook shot, and it was so much more annoying. Come here, doggy.
Show me your true form.
Thank you so much, like, thank you so much for clarifying that to me, because it was gonna drive me crazy. Thinking that, like, I just did not use the gun for reasons of dumb. That I was, like, just mistaken, and that they always refilled after each battle. I never understood why it didn't. Like, there's no good reason. It's not like it was not limited enough.
Only one more.
And it wasn't like that powerful. Like, it makes no sense.
One enemy remaining. This is the last one.
There we go. I feel like the begging has been streamlined as well. When I was playing Royal with Rocco, he would always say, you know, back in my day, guns didn't refill between battles. Of course he did, because he's a brat.
Your power.
He's a snarky brat. He is a brat of Snark.
All right.
Yup. Okay, I just want to like go back and fuse now. That's all I want. Come on. Oh man. Let me out. Am I not allowed to leave from here either? Fine. Just let me out. There we go. A worn stamp. There we go.
Do you need something?
Yay! Now I can properly fuse crap before going in. Meow.
You'd like to read the compendium. You want to register it?
Yes, yes, no, yes, no, no. Okay. All this Persona 5 makes me want to play SMT5. Well, I have good news for you. Oh yeah, that was the conversation that I had started and then forgotten to finish. So, SMT5. There are streaming restrictions on SMT5 just like there were on Persona 5, which I think confirms pretty heartily the theory that the rest of us kind of had about them trying to turn it into as big a deal as this game was, which will make SMT like mainstream, and that they put that kind of level of effort into it and that kind of appeal and that kind of like production value and everything. Like, I think that's what's happening. And oh my god, just oh my god, they, like, streaming restrictions were annoying and all that shit, but like, it's such an indication of what they're trying, like, it's such an indication of where their head's at, that I'm a little bit more, I'm almost like just distracted by the potential there. And it's so funny because like, I didn't expect to be a streamer that had to pay attention to what these streaming restrictions are, but I am, and so I will, and it's wild. I have to like actually like meaningfully pay attention to them as not just like an indicator of something. Alright, 23. Let's just make everything. Let's just make stuff. What does Queen's Necklace do? Anything that I want? No, it's just down for everybody right now. Actually, let's quickly check what items these things make.
They will be
I don't know what it does.
something protected.
All stats plus 1. Mana bonus. That doesn't seem worth it. Okay.
You
Let's
wish
do some fusion. Let's see if there's anyone I need to keep. Probably this one. Can encounter. Oh, so you're a support type. With Recarm! Oh, this is gonna be the first time I have Recarm. Hell yes. I feel like if you have Divine Grace, your second skill might be good. So I'll hold on to Counselor and Temperance. And Lovers just seems like worth using, but we'll see. Everyone else is expendable. Jika Toten. Jika is the one that would make Sandman. I want to hold on to that. Apparently back at the Tokyo Game Show, they showed 20 minutes of SMT5 gameplay. So I watched that on stream yesterday. Cool. Yeah? What was your reaction? I mean, if watching this what makes you want to play that, it's gotta have been good. Eep. Man, I so want to like stop and figure out why Why my alerts are broken. It's probably just like something needs to be refreshed somewhere. Which is, miserable. Oh, wait! Hey! I forgot to do the thing! Hooray! I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very excited. The thing. The thing.
Well, hi everyone. Great to meet you. My name's Jesus. Thank you, Blackout TV, for joining the Dragonfly gang. Please.
My name is Jesus. Well clipped. Exceptional. No notes. Oh, so good. I can make another Leanne. With Orthrus and Justice. That's actually probably a good thing to do. Which would give me the ability to make something with Leanne. I can make Yaxini. Let's make Yaxini.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Alright. Magic targeting all. Ailments. And technical damage. You seem to be a technical damage kind of person, although... Actually, yes, with Sayo. And... let's do... Alright, that's just fun. I do have a shortage of... Should I do... Okay, let's do Mazio.
Will be nothing unusual. Then let us begin.
Oh, my thing still says that my stream anniversaries. I really gotta change that then. I always forget to change something. It's fine. It's still true that I'm gonna be doing the Sapphic Odyssey that I've been talking about all month on my birthday. And then I will be going to Texas, and I'll probably be late to playing SMT5, which is gonna drive me nuts. Man, that was the other thing that I was going to talk about when I was talking about all of the object permanence stuff, where, like, it's now giving me a new thing to process about my family. And my relationship with my family. Aw, good boy. I've always wondered why I feel so detached, and this explains so much about it. It also explains why intimacy is my favorite thing in the world. Which I say to my partner all the time. I'm completely addicted to actual intimacy. Orthus and... There we go.
You okay with this? Select
Right?
the skills you'd like to inherit.
Strengthens magic skills, targeting all foes. Burn. Technical. Alright, I'll give you Agilao, Mabufu, and Actually, I'll give you Maragi.
It will receive some new power now for a rebirth.
Excellent. I'm gonna have to pick which one to keep, but actually I think the other one's probably more worth keeping, because I think that one was made with a regent, a special thingy. Yeah, that's sleepy. Oh, good, you get Mamuto on your own. Great, so I have Mamuto back. Awesome, Mamuto is so much fun. It always feels like a little bit of a waste, like it's just for being for Flash and Chaos, which is my whole deal, Flash and Chaos. 23. Alright, you can't make anyone good. Let's go down the list. Oh, good. Not even an option. I don't know if I want to actually give up Fuki right now. Nope. Yeah, we already checked you. Nekomata. Can make Matador. Could make another Orthus. Actually, I could make a Shikioji, which would make me have a chariot around. So yeah, is Yaxini? I feel like Yaxini is not worth. Well, I don't know, it has some growth. We'll see. Could just make that Matador and be done with it. I should get back inside.
Not terrible. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Support. I suppose I don't usually have a lot of Garu on me.
Significant power. I see.
Ooh. I feel like Pog is one of those things that, like, it's like when you vaguely know a word from another language, but, like, not well enough to use it without probably using it, like, in not quite the correct grammatical way. I'm like, I get the vibe.
Now choose.
But it's one of my oldest e-girl, like, holes. We're just like, I only sort of get this, not well enough to be able to use it. Alright, this is not like a huge amount of space, but it's more space than I had. Although, actually, I think that I can make that Matador into
Vacation, huh?
a thing.
It'll give you some protection.
Oh! That's actually nice. 120, evasion 20. Okay.
So this is
Yeah, let's make that. Now I have a little more space. Alright, way more space. Very nice.
You change your mind? Are you finished? What?
Actually, I should quickly make sure that things are registered properly. I'm getting to the point of finally, like, remaking things.
Want to register it?
Like you! Yeah, no, I like your old form better.
Done already? What?
Why do I suddenly have a bit of a headache? I think I need a shower. That's probably it. I get a bit of a headache when I need a shower. And since I keep playing with my hair, that's probably why. So know that if you don't wash your hair... Again, this has to do with time and ADHD management stuff. If you don't wash your hair for too long, there's a kind of oil buildup that will give you a headache. And it used to happen to me all the time. Cutting my hair helped. Also, creating a spa helped. But, I still, like, have a very difficult time remembering when the last time I showered was. I don't have much of a routine about it. Okay. Cool, things did not respawn.
See it.
Should just cut to the top again. There does not seem to be a reason to just go up that way. Wait, I guess there's something... no, I think all this stuff will open up later. When I have to do other stuff. Oh, this is a nice little shortcut.
This is
Okay. Let's do some crawling. Alright.
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh, yes! Back to cozy stream. I got all worked up and I was cozy streaming, but that's cozy stream. Yeah.
I'm not done.
White cat? Hey, white cat, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Right here. Kitty. He's right here, and he's like, he's teasing me. He's like thinking about it. Come on, kitty. We're cozy streaming. Whoa! Man, I wanted him to sit on me, and he teased me, and now he's sitting on his brother instead. Well, fine. I'll just melt. You win. I wanted you to sit on me. I'm jealous. Fine. See, now they're cuddling with each other. Aw. And they're licking each other and they're competing to see who gets to lick who.
This is our chance. You can hit their
And everything about it is perfect. Aw.
We're all knocked down. That was
They're... Aw. 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 Ha. Which battle are you watching? The cat battle? Or the Oribus battle?
Focus.
Hey, hey, come on. Hey, no, fine. Alright.
I have something.
Okay. So there's no point to this ledge. Cat. Oh, God, you're so bright.
I'll reveal your true form.
wow. That shadow was crazy. Gunshot should hit its weakness.
Ooh, blank card, nice.
Blew up.
Up to you.
Pass the baton and follow up. Gunshot should hit its weakness. We know their weak points now. Pass the baton. Handle this. Another baton pass.
Yes. Beg, beg for your life.
You've got a new mask, Joker.
I know, and they made Baton Pass so much more satisfying in Royal. And I also love just like how much it makes high-fiving a big part of the aesthetic of this game. Because I love high-fiving in real life. It's like, oh, it's terribly satisfying.
See it.
I'm big on high-fiving. So that opened that circle and gave me the key card, which is probably what... Man, yeah, this is like a very good example of something that I found really confusing when I was in a different sort of mental mode. Okay.
Focus. Yes.
Oh, this is such a horror movie. Yep.
I can feel it.
Oh, good kitty. I should probably not, like, block my own light sources with my feet, I suppose. I was watching this, this, like, ADHD friendly, like, home setup thing, and I felt so validated. It was stuff like, oh god, the whole video was stuff like, yeah, and I have, like, soft things and blankets everywhere, and, like boxes and baskets everywhere. And, like, sometimes I want to, like, sit on the floor. And I'm like, oh god, I feel so seen. If I had to stream from a chair, I wouldn't do it. It was like a rule. You must stream from a chair. Saf, you can't just like create a cozy... Oh, look at this. Oh, yes, I'm collecting cats. I think I'm gonna full screen the camera too, just so it's just like all cozy cat stuff. This is not so much like, let's watch Saf talk. Or like be in a costume or something. This is like a cozy stream. The cozier it is, the better. Yeah. Oh. Nope. Nope. Nope, cats. Nope. Nope, cats, come back and be cozy. Good boys. I like how as soon as I make it full screen, it's like, hey, look, it's my bar. Which is like randomly here. Oh man, I was so glad that Dead Hasa Rave got redeemed. I mean, I'm very glad that we had the discussion that we had. But, y'all, Dead Hasa Rave. This is the Dead Hasa Rave bunny head. It's currently also hiding the fox mask for Vixen of my Sapphic crew. Yum yum yum. Ah, yes. Oh, so cozy. Ah. Yes. I will attract a cat. I'll get a cat to come here and to sit on me. That is my big goal today. Now that I have done a lot of ADHD about talking. Next big goal, get cat to sit on me. I'm so glad that I have a safe room. Oh, this game is so deeply satisfying.
Need something.
I've played surprisingly few games on stream that I had not played already. And I'm very excited that SMT5 will give me the opportunity to do that.
How's the rehabilitation?
The inmate. Let's execute. Now choose.
Let's see, with Orbis. Oh man, I have needed a Hierophant. Legion is too high.
Finn, are you finished?
I'm not usually this meticulous, actually. I'm just starting to really feel the lack of space, I guess.
It is time, inmate.
Oh, you're still waiting for your capture card? Switch games are
We've arrived.
terribly fun to
Now
stream.
let's push forward, Joker.
Oh god, I just remembered a thing of stress that I don't want to think about. I think that somebody stole my replacement microphone, which could be no end of... Oh, right. Man, that's such a good example of, like, my whole time thing, where I'm like, that seemed like an eternity ago. It's like, no, it wasn't. No, it in no way was an eternity ago. It was a very small amount of normal time.
Oh,
Right.
See it.
Okay. Okay. This is where I jump down, right? Maybe. Alright, so I got to walk around these lights. Yeah. It's totally unnecessary, but I did it anyway. Seems like a very gamey person type thing to do, actually. Ha! Let's just kick it. Yes. My money. Or my tin clasp. Wow, that's not even money. That's just like crafting materials.
Show me your
Cool.
true form.
So this is scripted. Are you about to give me a mechanic? Cause
you may already know this, but inflicting
wow.
damage on our enemies is a very useful tactic.
Seriously, third palace? Third palace. I'm gonna bring that up. Cool.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. I don't know.
Cat. Cat, come sit on me. No. Fine. Fine, be in a wrestling mood. How about you, kitty? You're not in a wrestling mood. Why don't you come and sit on me? Ender. Ender. Yeah, come here. Come on. You can do it. Come here. Come. Here. Come on. Oh my god. What do I want to play with? Hey. I'm surprised at how little I use Rukunda in this. I am so used, like in Nocturne, I use Rukunda constantly. I use the buffs and debuffs and stuff a lot. There you go. Excellent.
We should check everything.
Medium. There we go.
Yeah, nice one, Panther.
Wow.
We've got some options, but we'd better find a weakness.
Wait, what? be grand if I just did a nice tight 3-hour stream, learned how to be not so extra all the time. That would be very healthy. And then I cooked some dinner and showered and cleaned the boys' litter boxes. Justifying why I did not go out today, because it was too much and I did want to do those things. And I still had a very good little stream. And I can go back to listening to Aethersea, which I really want to do. And the exact moment is the moment that my eyes start to get tired. Man, I do need to fix my sleep schedule, though. Well, sort of. I can just wait for Atlas to get back. It's kind of the only, like, important thing that, like, a schedule... I mean, like, you know, Halloween is coming up. My birthday, like, a lot of things that are just gonna be like, oh, we're just gonna end up staying up really late. So, like, doesn't even matter. I still have this deeply ingrained sense that, like, the whole world really, really cares about me getting up early. And while definitely, like, did affect some things today, I had to cancel some things. I was not able to sleep and I was not able to get up. It's still, by and large, I think, is a thing that is 100%, like, just trained into me from a lifetime of not being able to, and that just, like, the bias towards morningness. And, like, the days that I've been up early as a streamer, where I've been like, I mean, what should I do with myself? I'm energetic, I'm awake, I could stream, but it's like, nobody is fucking on right now. Like, nobody cares. It's so weird. It's so weird being like, I can't actually do the thing that is, like, sort of work, sort of productive. This was back before I, like, had a lot of non-streaming stream work to do. But yeah, like, I think it was back when it was like back before I was even affiliated. I think it was back when it was like, because now I would just stream. I would just stream whenever I want. But I think this was when I needed like my, you know, my average 3 viewers. This is how long ago I'm talking about. That's how long ago I was capable of being a morning person. In the summer. Summer Saf.
You can aim for their weak spot.
There we go. My god, you guys are just, like, circling. All 3 of you have been on that tree, like, in the past, like, 20 minutes.
Victory.
Okay.
Oh man, I can't even imagine, but I think, oh man, my breakthroughs are just, I think that I'm going to have a day that I stream and, like, have a very, very good stream. Had an Oak raid, and it was grand. Had some, like, really, really good participation in a stream. I was hanging out on Oak's stream, and it was fantastic. And stop streaming and do other things for myself on the same day. And,
There's a shadow.
like,
The decision
productive things for my life. Taking care of my boys, cleaning up, making sure I have food, giving myself some quiet time. This is massive, guys. Oh, and also, like, I did streaming work earlier too. Like, I did streaming work and streaming on the same day, and a good stream. And, like, basically I downloaded Audacity and dealt with the problem that I was having,
Looks like hitting its weak.
with, an audio file.
You can hit
And this is after yesterday I, like, completely kicked ass and did 1,000 things that I needed to do for streaming. Man, oh man, this object permanence thing is amazing.
Okay.
good
now I'm just worried that I will either over or under us or under. One of the worst things that I do that I wish I did not do is be like, okay, now that I fixed a thing, it is now fixed permanently, and that I won't maintain the object permanence thing, or that I'll just assume, like, this has definitely been a thing that I've done way too much of. I'll like assume that, okay, this is solved now. It's solved permanently. I don't have to maintain it. God knows that doesn't work with litter boxes, guys, or food. Even if eating enough is solved once, it turns out you have to do it, like, again. Like, so much. Like, all the time. It's so annoying. Or, like, you'll make food once and it'll be like, I have to do it again. Especially if it's like, oh no, but I made food. It's like, yeah, but you didn't eat it before it went bad. I'm like, it went bad? That's not fair. But I made it. It was hard. To eat it too?
I can feel it.
I gotta remember to not, like, pay all of those things. Too many things we have to do to stay alive. I hate all of those things. Let's see. Did I actually save?
I'll just add this.
Oh no, wait. There we go. Okay. Where... What? What am I doing? Well. This is how I entered. Okay. Alright, there's stairs. That's what we're doing. There we go. Stairs.
It's somewhere.
Okay. That's probably what I just... undid. Yep, I can totally follow what I'm doing. Wow. Oh god, that's so annoying, like in real life. It's like, oh good, stairs that just lead to stairs. Everyone loves that. Let's just go up and down some stairs. How very accessible.
Focus. We will be counting on you.
Hooray.
Indeed.
I'm weirdly meticulous about getting the locked doors on my map.
Treasure chest. Oh.
Yay, lots of lockpicks. Oh man, I just bought you something. I mean, I'm glad this is better.
Somewhere.
But I've actually appreciated how much money is actually, like, a good scarcity. I can't believe how well balanced the resource management in this game is. I'm just so impressed. It's so... I've never, ever had an experience of finding a game where the resource management felt more satisfying than in Royal. Like, not the original game. Specifically Royal. Like, it feels so well crafted. It just feels so good. I think it definitely beats out Nocturne at this point. Insofar as I have a favorite game, I think that it is now this. And funnily enough, I am opportunities to get resources. Yeah, like, you... which usually, like, these kinds of things, these, like, remasters, whatever, they just, like... they give you a whole bunch of new stuff so that you have new stuff, but they don't fix the balancing at all, and then it's just like it's all too easy. This somehow they add a billion things that makes you feel like you always have the ability to get more stuff, while also making it feel like it's not too easy. Like, I find myself very often being like, how did I just spend 180,000 yen? Like, where did it all go? And yet, I could still be like, okay, I just went to Mementos and made 180,000 yen. So, good. But I still had to, like, do it. And I had to, like, really make the decision to do it. It wasn't just like, okay, I can just go in and then, like, it's just tedious. Like, it was fun, and it was meaningful. And it felt like I was doing a lot of things. But, like, it's like it's still a meaningful sacrifice to use your knight on Mementos. Like, SP is still scarce, but there are a billion more ways to get it now. And the bullets, I will never get over the fact that bullets are actually refill. I'm just so pleased.
All right. Let's see it.
Because it was like, it was so cool. And like, they put all this effort into like all these guns, and they're neat, they're fun, they're tactile, but like you can actually use it. Yeah, no, Mementos is actually fun now. It used to just be a little boring and tedious. It had like too many enemies, but like not in a fun way. I really like Jose? I think they call him Josie. I don't know.
Somewhere.
Okay, don't walk through this. The flowers are an excellent addition. Okay. Don't walk into the green light. Oh my god, I walked into the green light so many times the last time I was playing this. And by the last time I was playing this, I mean this time. It's just that I went back several months because of reasons. Not good reasons. Kind of good I don't know. Because I felt like it. Atlas was playing this weekend, which had to do with my whole object permanence thing, and he was playing with this guide, and playing way more efficiently than me, and I just somewhat impulsively but very, very happily just like picked up his file and kept going with it. And I'm back to where I was, which was this palace. It did not take long. But it's actually a much more satisfying playthrough, so it's way more efficient all around. I don't really play this game for forward progress. I play it for the very present tactile sensation of playing it in the moment that I am playing it. For the very present, so like it didn't feel repetitive to just do that stuff over, especially since most of it was like, oh hey, this is doing this way better. It's way easier, or not like easier in the bad way as we were talking about, but easier in the like, oh no, this is much clearer to me now. This makes much more sense. I get it. It's like less frustrating. I think I did a bit of like depression playing of this game. Like, I think that's probably what it is. I was playing it very, very, very lazily in a way to sort of, like, shut out feelings and, like, just make time go by. Just, like, sort of coping. Like, coping playing.
Yes.
But... Oh, dang it. Who saw me? Okay. Alright, so I do appear to have done... Oh, why is there red there? Oh, I don't like that. probably nothing, and it's gonna drive me freaking crazy. Okay. Alright, let's do that again. Nope, dang it.
Show me your true form.
Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I'm growing up. I really, oh man, I totally, like I said that with no context whatsoever. Oh my god, look at this cat. It was just the stuff I was talking about earlier about how I'm like actually balancing my streaming and life and priorities and stuff better. Okay. Alright, so you have no relationship to that room apparently. Still have to go. Do not walk into the, Jesus, do not walk in to the light. Don't walk into the light. There we go. Where do I want to go?
I have something.
Alright, let's just take care of these things so that I can think. So yeah, I think that might be why I'm having such a different experience, like replaying the same content. Because I think without even really realizing it, I had been just sort of going through the motions to make time go by. Like, I wasn't, like, super depressed or anything. I just, like, you know, I was, like, anxious. All the stuff about streaming that I was talking about, I was, like, you know, I was second-guessing myself a lot. I was just, like, I was very mentally tired. And this was, like, where I was getting, like, pleasure, but it was, like, much emptier pleasure than I'm getting from it now. And, like, I have no problem with coping. It's just that I didn't totally realize, because I was definitely feeling, like, you know, that extremely satisfying, obsessive feeling about a game, which I find to be just, like, basically just a good thing. Like, I love that feeling, and I love feeding it, and I love enjoying it. I feel like it's just, like, one of the hedonistic pleasures of life. And hedonistic pleasures are great. Cat? Hello, cat. You want to come and sit with me?
Let's see.
My cat protested by turning off my camera. New plan. I think I can lure him. He really likes the fuzzy. So if I make the fuzzy just right on top of me, maybe he'll come. He's also very smart. And they're all brats. He'll probably just deny it to me because I want it so much. How about you? Will you cuddle with me? I know we've tried this already, but I'm gonna try it again. You're just usually more down. And this is why my Discord is covered in pictures of these cats, like, actually crawled on top of me, and just to prove that they like me when you guys are not watching. Little brats. Alright. What was I just talking about? Oh, right. Okay, I was talking about how I wasn't, like, depressed, but I was, did I...
Seems jolly. Try cracking a joke.
Okay. Girls? Cool. Nekomata! Nekomata is definitely alluring.
We all did great, huh? Got a new mask, Joker.
I have a pretty good at Nekomata. I did a pretty good Nekomata on stream once. I'm very looking forward to cosplaying for SMT5. And I think that I'm going to be able to do that without, like, sort of the mistake that I was making before. Which was putting too much pressure on myself to do things that like, were not as important as, like, the things that ended up getting neglected. I think that I'll have, like, I think that the, innate enthusiasm, the extremely personal, like, enthusiasm that comes from, like, a long history of, like, having a relationship with this game, I think, is probably going to make a really big difference to my experience of it.
Let's go.
But, yeah, what was the thing? Okay, yeah, I was saying that, like, I had a lot of, like, mental, drains happening. I had, like, just, like various, like, worries, anxieties, things on the back of my mind, things like, you know, like the object permanence stuff, like, just, like, figuring some stuff out, and doing all of that in, like, winter mode. Like, I'd switched into winter mode. I have summer Saf and I have winter Saf. Okay. I think that what I figured out here is, like, how to winter Saf and winter Saf stream, and do so in a way that, like, because, you know, I was just, frankly, a big part of my anxiety was just the fact that, like, my whole life I've seriously struggled to have winter without, like, shitty depression and all that crap. Which sucks, and I didn't want it. Like, I didn't want it to happen. I didn't want to experience it, and so, like, I was trying to fight it. Like, it was, like, causing a lot of sort of, like, mental strain and anxiety to, like, try to figure out how to not, and try to figure out how to not, like, give up on streaming and things that I'm in danger of doing when I get really overwhelmed with the winter months, and not sabotage and not screw up my birthday, which, oh man, a billion years ago, way at the beginning of the stream, I was talking about why my birthday is so important and how it related to time and ADHD, and how, because there's no way for me to not notice my birthday as a specific date, my brain tends to just, like, really lock into how I feel about my whole life on my birthday every year. Like, it ends up being a thing that my brain just, like, uses to process if I think I'm doing well or not, like, how I'm doing, am I okay, how's my life. The problem is, because it's also often been a time where I've experienced depression, it has usually just been, like, kind of rough, and also, like, it's been very difficult for me to actually, like, cause myself to have good birthdays, and just, like, it's just this weird, like, thing that just sort of built on itself for many years, that I have like, it's a pattern that I have an opportunity to break, so it was very important to me to do that.
I have something.
Let's just go outside and teleport. Cats, be good. Or don't, whatever. Cozy streams are not for cat sitting. Okay, as long as we're out here.
Do you need something?
But yeah, like, you know, worrying about the fact that I had my birthday coming up and, you know, I had a lot riding on that going well. I knew that it would be something that gave me a big boost and a real big ability to possibly break out of this, like, cycle of winter depression and pressure and just, like, a lot of things that just, like, that I experience around this time of year. And so that was on my mind at the same time, like, you know, worrying about its possible effects on my, you know, my streaming ambitions and about self-sabotage, about, you know, possible effects on my relationship, other things that make me happy, losing momentum on things, you know, finding out that like good things were flukes, whereas bad things were patterns, you know, all the things that like you fear. All these things were just sort of like weighing me down. And I just finally feel like I have a handle on it. And I really think that I'm going to be able to break the cycle and the pattern. I'm so, so, so happy. There's a lot of things that are making, that are coming into clarity for me about how to, how to
Select the skills you
pursue the life I'm trying to build, which is basically just like the journey that I'm on right now. Magic 1, magic all. Okay. Well, it's just that I don't...
select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Alright, so I guess it would be silly, I guess, not to take this one. I'm sure the other one will come up. It's not, like, that rare.
It will receive significant girls.
Hooray! Cats! Stop destroying things. My god, I had a crazy dream last night. Shit.
Now choose.
It involved a bunch of people on cue chanting that I was a lesbian at somebody, and it was great. like a whole room of people. It was fantastic. I think other things about the dream were just nuts. I had like this burn on the back of my neck as well, and had a girlfriend, which is the craziest thing about this dream. I had a girlfriend. That's hilarious. That's not gonna happen. How funny.
Some modification, huh?
If I ever had a girlfriend, I'm sure I would spontaneously combust.
Finished for now? Are you finished?
Yes.
I should write something.
I should write something. Oh man, I feel so productive in the way that, like, I only felt in summer, and I seriously struggle to feel in the winter, and it feels, as opposed to being, so last year, the way that I got through was entirely on manic energy, which is fine. Coping, I support coping. But I have been functioning not on manic energy, which I did not know I could do. Kind of at all, but definitely not in the summer. Do I have to backtrack fully to get to the other side of this? I think so. I think I have to go back to the stairs. Alright. If that's what it takes. Doesn't sound right, but I'll do it. It's not actually that far. I forgot how much bigger the maps look than the actual... Oh, I just realized it's because the pads are so skinny. It's gotta be why.
You can hit their weak point.
Oh shit, I got an email from a company asking me for a second interview. Yay! Congrats! That's wonderful!
The enemy is electrified.
Shit, that's great!
Aim for their weak spot.
Good luck! Is it a job you're excited about?
If you do a baton pass, you might be able to hit their weakness. Not over yet. What's the matter?
Ha.
That was incredible.
Oh yay! Oh, I'm so pleased, Jet! That's grand, I'm so happy for you.
All right.
Did you feel like the first interview went really well?
Didn't even break a sweat.
Like, did you go out of it feeling yes? Like, solid? So that'll give you a good sense of, like, I guess, what your clarity is about, how you're doing, and, that's a great starting point for very useful confidence in this kind of thing. Alright. First one was just the recruiter. Oh, good, good, good. That's grand! They want this job mostly because it gets me out of Hong Kong and back into the US. Well, that's not... I mean, that I've been there. Like, the job that got me out of Vietnam. Believe me, I've very been there.
Feel it.
Huh. Alright. Let's do some fighting. My mental health is slowly declining the longer I stay here. Oh, Jet, I have so been there. This is exactly what my experience was in Vietnam.
You can aim for their weak spot.
It was real rough. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Action Production 14. Yo, yo. How's it going? Huh. I gotta update that text.
We're all knocked down. That was incredible, Joker.
What's up, Action?
Good one, Fox.
Are you here for the personaing?
I don't think you have
What brings you to our corner of Twitch? Yes. Cool. I have learned to just always use the head straight there. I always get lost when I do. I never cease to amaze myself with my capacity to get lost in this game, despite it being relatively linear. Bite me. This is like right where I am on Nocturne 2, the one where you're in the underground.
It's our chance. You can hit their weakness.
And these are the bosses, and they're very fancy bosses.
Oh, Joker. Okay, guys.
Nice.
Panther.
Let's go.
You can aim for their
Very well dodged.
We've got him on the ground.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Okay.
It's now occurring to me that another lesson that I should internalize is that I should be a mermaid whenever I want. If I don't want to be a pirate and I want to be a mermaid, I should just be a mermaid. Life is too short to not be a mermaid all the time that you want to be a mermaid, and a pirate all the time that you want to be a pirate. Okay, so I have the 2 keys, so I can get into the vault. And I have this map, so I can... Okay.
Focus.
This game is just the exact kind of game that I tend to be like, yeah, I'm fine in terms of being able to follow it. When I am... like, in a particular type of...
Somewhere.
Oh, right, this is where I was looking for.
Hey, Joker.
Ooh, 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 ooh. That means there's probably a will seed. But when I'm not on top of it, it's like a good sign that I have a certain kind of mental strain.
I'll reveal your true form.
Maybe I should start actually doing that more often. I should actually start using,
You should check its thing.
using some of these signals. So that I can, like, track where I am. Okay, let's just shoot you. Huh. Okay.
Weakness. Guess we gotta try everything.
Okay. Ooh! There we go. Defeated Avenger. Alright,
Not done. Some other way.
Who's next?
Plan.
Okay, I think I'm going to guard. Let's try that. Okay. Medium to 1, chance of forget.
Die already.
Uggy? Oh, Mr. Burned.
I don't know their weakness. Guess we gotta try everything.
So Frey is a technical? On burn?
They're all knocked down.
Wow, not bad.
Incredible, Joker.
Let's go.
Okay, guys.
Whoa.
For something
Ha. Wow, 76 from burn. Nice. That is substantially more than the physical damage I'm doing to this dude.
Okay.
That is totally a will seed. Nope. Stats. Don't think we're just, like, there yet. So let's see if I can not completely forget where Will Seed is again, like I did last time.
Ooh, there's one of Kanashiro's will seeds. Let's grab it.
I'll come back when I want mana. Wait. Wait. Yeah! Oh, okay. That's all that was. God, I hate having these, like, unopened bits of map. I mean, a lot of people don't like it on anything. This game, it's like... Oh, man. The maps are so, like, tightly constructed that it's like, you could really be missing something. Alright.
Dude, there's money all over the floor.
Laundering office. Subtle. You get the whole point of the palace is that it's unsubtle. At least it's not like Persona Q where you have to make your own map. Oh god, is that a thing? I've not played Persona Q. You have to make your own map? That sounds like hell. What does that even mean? Like, what do you mean by make your own map? Oh god, I remember this being confusing. Then again, I remember it being confusing from when I was mentally taxed, so maybe I will find it just as not confusing as I have found the rest of this dungeon so far. Which is quite not confusing.
I'll reveal your true form.
I think that I should do this. I think I should start paying attention to, I should have, like, what's it called? The, like, the canary in the mine?
Great move, Joker. Two knocks flat.
Don't you have Frey?
Not over yet.
As you walk, there are gray squares, but you have to label the walls, important points, doors. You get a prize if you fill everything out. Why? That sounds so tedious! Oh, it's Sayo. That's why. Right. Ugh, I hate when games mistake tedium mistake just like busy work for gameplay.
Sona, you're mine.
They're all knocked down. That was incredible, Joker.
Do it.
Finish him.
So Jet, when you get your capture card, what Switch games are you most looking forward to streaming? Ba-ba-da-da-da.
What do you think? Okay.
I love that for some reason. What do you think? That was so sweet. That was so, like, wholesome. Ryuji is, like, really okay. He's not a Yosuke.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I said, what games are you looking forward to streaming when you have a capture card and can stream the Switch?
How could this be?
Now then.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Smash, Animal Crossing, SMT5, two new Pokemon games. Nice! I have been reacquainting myself with my Animal Crossing island. Metroid Dread speed run. Cool. Have you played it already? But, like, hence speedrun specifically? Also, I would be shocked if you hadn't, like, you seem the type who would have played Metroid Dread already.
There's a dangerous one in there.
Bum, 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 bum. Whoa, yay! That was the first time that's ever happened to me! Yay! Alright. Have fun. Good luck on your interview. Let us know how it goes. Thanks so much for coming to hang out. I've been really enjoying you coming over consistently. It's been great. Yeah.
Let's go. I don't know their weakness. Guess we gotta try everything.
Mwah.
An enemy's burning. Follow up with wind to deal major damage. A spectacular victory.
Whoa. Hello.
All right. Level up.
I'm done trying to attract you. You clearly are not in the mood to cuddle. So stop teasing me.
Right.
Stop trying to allure me with your catness.
Piece of cake.
Besides, you guys are being playful and it's adorable. And I'm not even going to try to make you guys do it on camera like I usually do.
It's somewhere.
How great that there are so many convenient ducts. Okay. All right. That will get me. Hang on.
See it.
That doesn't feel like where I'm supposed to go right now. But it does appear to be the only thing I can do, so maybe it is. Actually, clearly it is, because now that I look at the map, which I'm always making fun of Atlas for not doing.
A treasure chest.
Sweet. I feel like getting these, specifically, like the ones for Yosuke. Yusuke. Yusuke. Wait, what? Alright. Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but that's fine. Wait, no, there was a thing to climb into. Hold on. Was it here? No. Yeah, this is definitely one of those things where it's like slightly too symmetrical for me to find it intuitive. Okay. I definitely went up there and only had to get that. That was how to get the chest. So I'm gonna go back. And I'm going to now, because this is locked. Yeah, talk it through. This is how you do your problem solving. I'm gonna backtrack. Only using sneak, because there's no actual way to otherwise. Huh, how did I do this last time? Target. Huh. Oh, right, I can just walk closer until I can sneak. Maybe? How did I do this? Huh. There we go. Okay, come on. Alright, maybe not. Fine. It's fine. I have already been here. Let's quickly check.
See it.
Yeah, I think this is how I got here. And now I just need to go through this door. Yep. Hey, come back.
Show me your true form.
The first move is ours.
Yeah.
You can aim for their weak spot. They're all knocked down. That was incredible, Joker.
Do it.
Okay, guys. Let's do it.
Hello.
What a skill.
Whoa.
All right.
Hello, kitty.
No match for me. I'll reveal your true form.
You wanna come sit here?
All right. The first move is ours.
Make another attempt.
Come,
You can hit
You seem like you're considering it.
you're mine.
They're all knocked down. That was incredible, Joker.
Let's go.
Alright, I can't say I don't love when they do that, though. As long as there's no nails, I love when they walk on me. Especially when I'm, like, sleeping. They're just like a cat walking on me over the blanket. I don't know. It's just a great feeling.
Awaken to a new power.
I mean, I'm also a person who likes to have, like, a person, like, lying down on top of me.
Defeated. That was easy, huh? It's somewhere.
Alright. God, these cats are so like, how dare you not be feeding us right now? How dare you not be feeding us all the time?
Treasure chest spotted. Let's open it.
Wait, what? Oh, all the way at the end. Gotcha.
I'll reveal your true form.
Yay, 6 months. And I'm gonna have to take that 6 months down at some point. It was technically yesterday. I'm glad that I kept it up for today because today it felt like the real, like I'd really gotten my head around it. But man, it feels so good, and it's exactly like keeping a Christmas tree up forever, where I'd be like, I should probably take that down at some point.
I am thou.
You can aim for their weak spot.
Goemon.
Nice one, Fox.
Yours not okay.
Pass the baton and follow up.
Persona. Don't rush it.
I don't really know what I'm... Oh. I'm out of ammo.
No. Persona.
You can aim for their weak spot.
There we go. I don't know what that was all about.
Is ours.
Spectacular victory.
Man, I love how good progress I'm making through this. It was definitely like slower and more tedious the first time I did it. Oh god, I love having concrete ways to judge that I'm in a better space. I'm actually quite sleepy. So it's not just that like I'm energetic. The thing about being like, oh yay, I'm rested. It's great and all, but it's like also like I'm well fed. It's like, it's not actually a sustainable, like, I have to redo those elements of it every time. This is clearly happening because more structural mental and emotional health things have been resolved, and those are actually sustainable, and I'm so proud.
Looking cool, Joker.
There we go.
Not over yet.
You've got that fray.
Goemon, strike!
Keep it going, Fox.
That was weird.
I don't think you have any skills that'll hit its weak point. Looks like hitting its weak point isn't enough.
Oh, cool. You have fear.
Maybe you can hit their weak
I don't really know how that one works.
Serves you right. Panther.
Huh. Do I have you on me? I think I do. Actually, yeah, you can give me extra XP for her.
A spectacular victory.
Sweet. Yes! Perfect.
A new move? I better keep up.
All right.
That was great.
Focus.
Wow. They really want me to know that that's like a very special demon, huh?
That one is no joke.
Haha.
Be careful.
Yes. Oh, that is always so satisfying. Yay. Oh, this is fun. This is the kind of fun that you miss out on when the bullets are not refilled between battles. Ah, God, Panther, you are so poorly conceived and executed. I'm so mad. Panther, you have a very good outfit and suck, and I don't like you. I mean, I don't like you. I don't like your creators. I don't like the principles upon which you were created. I don't like how much you do not feel like a real person at all. You don't feel like a real woman, even a cartoonized version of one. In a way that Hot Rocker totally does. Hot Rocker absolutely feels like a woman.
Now then.
Yeah, let's do it. Whoa. My God.
Let's go.
This is our chance. You can hit their weakness.
Ravage them.
Looking
We can
cool,
beat this.
Joker.
Yes. God, I love Baton Pass. The way that they have done, the way they've souped up Baton Pass makes it so much more satisfying now.
Go.
Have technicals also always been this big a thing? I feel like they've made it bigger. I'm not sure.
Pass it on to the second person.
Persona.
Got some options, but we better find a weakness.
It's gotta do a technical somewhere, right? Maybe not. Shoot, that was probably the least good thing I could do with you. However, rising slash heavy technical.
Oh, nice one, Fox.
Hooray! Oh good, you started this over. Perfect. Perfect.
You can aim for their
No.
weak spot.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
I'm sure he just said time for some pain, and it still sounded to me like time for some cake. Why does he say that's all she wrote? Is this like a murder she like what a random what a wild pull if that's what it is. Alright. By city for one. Yeah. Okay, I have no idea what that is. What's climate decorum? Okay. Cool. Alright, that seems worth getting. I'm glad that I hung on to you to see what you were about. I love evasion. It's definitely more of a thing in Nocturne. I think that press turns. I was just thinking like, oh no, what if I don't go back to Nocturne? I really, really wanted to. But like, I think press turns will bring me back to Nocturne. Although it occurs to me as I'm saying this that press turns are in SMT5. I still want to go back to Nocturne. Such a beloved game for me. I haven't finished this area. No, don't take me away. Alright, I gotta go back and deal with that. Yeah, no, I'm not ready for this. I gotta go and finish that area that I just did. There's like 2 will seeds that I think I found. I think one of them's not actually on my map yet. Man, there's a save point right next to me. I should have just gone in there first. Oh man, but elevators are such a like good memories from Nocturne. And yes, for me they're totally good memories.
A safe room might be close.
Wow, I just skipped like yeah. Way to go me. Lots of save point skipping. Man, I'm making such good progress. This took so much longer last time. Yes. Alright. And these are good. Great. How's everyone doing? Everyone looks good. Excellent. Should I like change out my party at all? Morgana is always underleveled. She's so they are always so underwhelming. Maybe I don't need Ryuji right now? Maybe I try Makoto. Okay. I feel like I'm not used her much because she came leveled. I want to see what she's made of. Oh, there's a chest. That explains everything about the way that I missed that. Yup. There we go.
Let's go.
Got some options, but we better find a weakness. Only one more. I don't know their weakness. Guess we gotta try everything.
Oh, right. Let's try to shock you. Yes. Perfect.
All according to plan.
Not moving muscle.
Yes. Oh, I totally forgot to check its level. It's probably roughly recruitable. I feel like it's probably level 20.
Okay.
Good work. Keep it up.
Alright, that's all I needed. Woohoo!
I have something.
Oh, right, that like crazy high level thing. I don't know what it is. Let's find out.
Reveal your true form.
Oh, and there's another chest there. Wow, I got turned around immediately. Oh, this dude.
The first move is ours.
Alright, did we find any weaknesses?
And electric attacks won't work on it.
Alright, light, dark, Sayo, Garu, and ice we haven't tried.
Persona. Let's go.
Yay.
I recommend attacking any enemy who has a status ailment.
Okay.
Let's go.
We have not tried ice. Oh, yay.
An enemy's frozen. Let's shatter it in one strike. I don't think you have any skills that'll hit its weakness. Don't resist. Let's get serious. Finish him.
Wow. That was pretty rough.
All yours.
Well. God, I hate that. Oh, God. Jesus.
Guess we gotta
Why? Stop. Yarg.
Ravage them.
They're all knocked out.
Oh, there it is. Found it.
Incredible, Joker. Finish him.
Oh, man. I'm gonna listen to some Ether Sea, make some dinner, take a shower. I will probably not do all of those things. That's pretty ambitious for a Saf. But some of those things, some combination of things in that general area.
Do us proud.
Showtime is way less infuriating than that one.
Really feel. Here's a bonus.
Atlas, stop putting characters in your games just for other characters to sexually harass. Please. Sincerely, Saf. And women.
Okay.
And men who are alienated by creepy behavior as well.
Oh.
And society that needs better examples about appropriate behavior. Sincerely, everybody. Thank you.
This is.
Sweet.
I understand.
It's somewhere. Show me your true form.
Oh shoot, I forgot to heal. Because I forgot I got hit. It doesn't happen that much.
You can hit their weakness. All right, Queen.
Yes.
Our opportunity. Pass the baton and follow Persona. Chance. Carmen. You can hit their weakness.
I wonder how
Time to waste.
my girl Stitchy's doing. It occurs to me I haven't seen Stitchy around in a bit.
Through me.
Bump bump ba-da-da-da bump.
Okay.
Had such a great time with Remy yesterday. Yeah, a lot of things that I like needed confirmed for myself have been confirmed for me. I'm very, very, very happy about it. Alright, I think that's what I'll do. I will go... Shoot. Oh, this is how I got here. I think. I'm confused. It's fine. It's what I do. I confuse myself. God, you're so cute. And you're just sitting here. Why won't you sit on me? Okay, this is where I came from, and I did want to go back here. Right, okay. In that case, let's totally do one of these. Fabulous.
I'll reveal your true form.
I did not realize that those are up. Whoops. Oh, right. Okay.
This is my other self. Goemon, strike!
Can't believe how useful it has been to just have Frey on this dude. Like, seems totally random.
Okay, guys.
And the curtain falls.
I suppose it kind of tracks with,
All right.
like, the Japanese sensibilities thing, but I've definitely found it odd that, like, they added atomic power and psychic power.
Your true form.
It's nice to have all the extra elements, but, like, I don't have any, like, instincts around them. They're, like, kind of new framings here.
One shot should hit its weakness.
Yes. God, those are so satisfying, those explosions.
Our opportunity. Pass the baton and follow up. Took one out. All right.
Yes.
Up to you. This is mine.
Second version.
Let's go. Destinations.
One enemy remaining.
Not bad.
This is the last
Persona! Don't rush it.
We should check its affinity. This enemy is beneath us. It should be easy.
I mean,
Stay focused.
super not. I'm gonna recruit it. I'm gonna attempt to recruit it. There we go. Chivalrous Fiend. I gotta read his backstory. Reading the compendium, like reading the explanations, is fabulous. It can be pretty wild. It's like one of the earliest things that you get is like, oh yeah, there's the souls of unbaptized babies. It's just like, oh yeah, these they hunt unfaithful husbands. Just what? It's rad.
All right. I can feel it.
Okay. Nothing here. There we go. I can't believe how brilliantly they used the whole concept of the grappling hook to add content without actually fucking with the original layout. It's just great. Okay, so this is where I started. Cool. Interesting. Okay. So I already did that. Ah, dang it. Okay. I think I'm on top of it again. Which, man, it's exactly. Oh, man. So struggled with this last. I mean, a lot of the symmetry in this one confuses me.
I have something.
I'm so glad that you can like hide action through doors. Makes a huge difference.
I'll reveal your true form.
One is no joke. Be careful.
Look at all these dozing kitties everywhere.
One shot should hit its weakness.
my podcaster cats.
It's yours. Not over yet. Out, Denim. This is a holdup. Let's finish this. Okay, guys.
I love how thematic that this is a holdup is. Being thieves. They do such a good job of giving you, like, wish fulfillment excuses in ways that don't feel either played out or icky.
Okay. I can feel it. Child's play.
For all the ways that Japanese sensibilities can make me really crazy and furious, there are other things about them that make it way easier for me. Alright, fine.
Three of them. I'll use my persona. You can hit their weakness.
The preference for style over
You can hit their weakness.
like just cool factor over realism makes a lot of the troublesome things way less difficult for me to swallow, because it embraces its own like level of like artifice and like storytelling and all that stuff enough for me to be like, you can see the problematic stuff that you're falling into. But a lot of like sort of AAA Western games that really revel in like the concept of quote unquote like sort of a sense of gritty realism in its wish fulfillment, like because of how much they don't revel in that, because of how much they like try to make it like, you know, being an avatar of like reality or whatever, like that stuff makes like the troubling things in those so much harder for me to swallow, because it's like, man, this is actually how you actually see women, and this is how you are actually like getting then this is like, these are attitudes that you're actively promoting.
Feel my ray. Finish it. Let me handle this. On your knees.
It's like when you see Panther in this and you're like, this is really sexist. It's
That's some good loot.
it's very like
Shoot.
it's very like oh my god, it's fan service, right? Like that's like we already have a way to process how shitty it is. But it's like pointing out sexism, misogyny, and stuff in
I'm yawning.
a lot of Western games is like just so much more of a fight. And in a way that feels like it really is relevant and resonant with like real misogyny. And yeah, that's why I just have so much more trouble with Western games. It's like there's plenty of problematic garbage in this stuff, but it's like it's so transparent. It's much easier for me to swallow. Which is not to say that other people should as well, in the same ways or for the same reasons, but it's like why I find it easier to deal with these games. Like, you know, like Catherine, and like games where they handle queerness badly or transness badly tend to be like, tend to have the tone to me of a game that sort of like does not know what it's doing, kind of like trying and super failing. Like there's sort of like I don't know, well-meaning out of touch parent like sort of sense to some of it, to a lot of it. A lot of the stuff that like tries to deal with queer stuff and just like, oh, you missed the mark, has that feeling, whereas a lot of the stuff in like Western games feels more like, that's just like a bad trope about about trans people, or just, yeah, I don't know, it's like a very different experience for me personally. It's not something that I would ever hold anybody else to. But I have definitely found myself wondering, like, why don't I play more like Western AAA games that are very, very like well received? And just whenever I've tried, and I've had some terrible luck, like, you know, having 6 different starting points. Okay, R equals C equals 0. So 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 2.
Indeed.
Zero, 1, 0, 2. Sweet.
Oh,
Let's do it.
All right. But yeah, having like 6 possible entry areas and getting the one where you're like chasing a rapist who's like leaving a trail of women. That's some pretty bad luck. All right. Yes. I'm gonna do it. Let's hit. Oh gosh, so many good streamers. Let's hit core. Feels like a core day. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me. This was very, very meaningful to me. This was very meaningful timing. This is very meaningful for me to be able to share and talk about with you guys. I feel very, very good and powerful about my decisions today. I'm just very proud of myself, and I'm so glad that I got to share it with a bunch of people today. I love all of you so much. Thank you. Let's yeah, stick around. Let's raid core. I'm gonna go and do a bunch more self-care. Yeah.